Welcome everybody to week or episode 14, not week 14, because that'd be like episode like 6, but episode 14 of Petty Squabbles Monster Hunter Stories Group A, aka the Black Nergigantes. As you can all see, we have potential puppy cam. This is technically this way up on the screen, so we may hear random noises and or excitement, or they may just lay down and do absolutely nothing. We will find out. It'll probably be there for the entire time. We'll see, though. Well, let's go ahead and get into it then, as right now we're currently looking at Gogo's butt.
Yes, that is a lovely picture of my face, a butt.
Yes. Yes, you get to be the dogs today. So.
That is...
Gerathor gets to be the bird.
Yep. So, on your last episode, Group A, you spent your time traveling through, well, actually you arrived back at Berna, and then after a couple days you made it the journey over with the Soratorium, the airship of the Wyvern the Academy, and made your way to the volcanic region, the Elday region, and wing drake down into the area on kind of roughly knowing where a Tiestra is located at that you are currently hunting down to gather its blood to bring to Rewix for testing as a way to cure this new form of frenzy virus, which I'm not sure if we've actually named it specifically or not, but as players I know you know that. During this time, during your kind of journey trying to figure out where to go, you decided to head north towards one of the two larger volcanoes in the area and encountered some very friendly religious people that were in the process of a ritual to obviously heal a tempered Lunastra and definitely not sacrifice whatsoever. Where you then slaughtered them all except for one that had no tongue. During that point, you were talking about trying to make a prosthetic tongue so this person could be tortured and talk. But instead, Shaseth charmed it, and using Mage's telepathy, you were able to get a little bit of information out of it, though not the finer details of whatever this ritual was for, but at least that it was a cult of Fatalis, and that they had a camp about a mile to the west, which you know the Tiestra is that way because of a very, very angry Lunastra who was betrayed by this Tiestra, and she is definitely excited about you murdering him for her while she rests and recuperates in her lair. And that is kind of where we left off, is you looking in the direction to the west towards one of the two large volcanoes in the area. And that's where we're at. So, I guess actually one other announcement for everybody watching. I have videos up on YouTube. They exist. Now, at the moment, all of Group B is completed and up and running. They are all 13 episodes up to date are on there. Only 3 episodes of the Black Nergigantes are currently available because my hard drive was full and I didn't realize why stuff wasn't rendering properly. So I will probably have those finished either, I'm guessing tomorrow, and uploaded either on Tuesday or so for the whole group, including this episode most likely. And then I'll start uploading some Monster of the Week games from before the story campaign for anybody who wishes to kind of see how to run one of those as well. All right, now we're back into the game. So, what do you guys do? You're looking to the west. There's mountains and crags and a couple like a lava explodes out somewhere up off in the distance.
I will note that our cameras are not lined up right.
I thought I fixed them, but you know what? You guys get to be who you are today. Son of a bitch.
Wait, who am I?
They are wrong. 1 second.
Also, flight's level is wrong.
You're wrong.
So I am the sword-wielding reptile.
Light dragon. All right, 1 second. I gotta rotate stuff around, which means that I have to rotate it around again later. That's the wrong camera. You can just stay there.
It's because we have an extra camera.
Yeah, it's messing with shit. So that one should be there. You should be over here. Well, it's not because we have an extra camera. It's because of one camera not being on, so the order of how it all works just isn't there. It's the stupidity of stuff. Top here, there we go. Move you over here.
So what's on the floor with all your dogs? Is that Fuzz?
That's Fuzz from their dog bed that they tore up.
Ah.
Yes.
Dogs.
Dogs. Almost got this set up. Professional stream. You're all welcome.
So as to we're here, so you think it's gonna be a tempered Teostra since that Lunostra is tempered?
Well, she said it was weaker than he was, or she said he was weaker than she was, so I think not.
Yeah, but like it also could just be, spite talking.
Oh, I think the Lunastra wears the pants in that family.
She was tempered?
Yeah.
That she was just temperamental.
Well, that too.
Both are true.
4K, no los dos.
Alright. Do we want to take any kind of rest before we head there?
Yeah, unless you want a short rest. Like it's only we gotta go up this mountain here to get to the house, and then on the way is like that camp of Fatalis worshippers.
Yeah, we gotta go through the cap before they recognize that the witch roll didn't work.
True, I don't mind.
Shall we have it mosey on unless somebody needs some healing?
Like I could use a short rest, but like I could easily just drink a potion to fix it too.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm only missing like 5 health.
I'm missing 45.
All right, so want to take a short rest?
I mean, I can just potion as well.
All right, because I don't recall our cook ever making us anything when we're here.
is true.
I thought I did.
I think he might have, but I didn't watch the entire video, so I don't recall 100%.
Well, we can
Just,
try.
Call a free meal, I guess.
I'm assuming you guys have a hot drink, because otherwise you would not have made it this far into the...
Cool drink?
A hot.
Yeah, that
cool
thing.
drink.
I always mix them up. I don't know why.
They're opposites.
I know, but you're hot. You're in a hot area, so I just automatically go to hot drink.
Mm.
So, up to you guys
Guess
if
we're
you
doing
want to
potions.
rest. We're drinking some potion.
1d8 plus 1. Shouldn't be
I
2d.
love how much I roll a 4 when I have a hit dice.
Shouldn't those be 2d4 plus
Are we
1
short resting?
or 2, whatever?
I say he's not. Are you guys short resting? Because right now, Blight is rolling short rests.
I just ate a sushi fish.
Okay, then I'll just take my health away because I misunderstood then.
No, we're doing
1, 2,
potions.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I could eat sushi fish too. I have like 30 of those things.
These things are great.
How many in the bag do we have?
Stop
I've been sticking my gun in the water repeatedly.
Dogs.
Give me some, please. I only have 3.
I have 22 sushi fish.
May I have some?
I pull out just this ream of fish. Take your pick.
I'm gonna take 7 so I can have 10.
I have them in the community bag, so you go ahead and take them out.
I guess I'll take 3. And I'll consume all of them.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm fully healed because I hit I hit everything I needed to fully heal. I ate
I've
3.
I've got a bag of leaves called herbs. I got 5 of those. Fine. I don't need health.
So my 3, Mage is 7, and Gerathor ate 3, so 13 out of the 22.
Told you. Imagine if we all had that trinket, just little stockpile.
I think we'd depopulate the sushi fish in the area.
Let's make our own little farm.
Sushi fish become endangered.
Are we low on any other resources, spells, or heal, or potions, or whatever?
We have a pretty good amount of potions on between me and Mini Orc.
I think I gave someone quite a few of my greater potions because I'm down like 6 or something.
Mini Orc has
I'm
4
missing
healing
6.
potions, 1 greater, and I think I have some in the community bag. Let me check. Yeah, I have 5 potions of greater healing in the community bag.
It's either they're in there or I gave them to Shaseth. I'm trying to remember.
The Odo Garons are fighting right now.
Hey, the back scratchers are fighting.
I have used about 3 of my 10 spells and about half my lay on hands.
And I'm good. I only have one first level spell used up because I just spammed Eldritch Blast.
And
No
I
problem.
only used up one usage of Flash of Genius.
I think we're good to go then.
Yep.
Okay.
Shall we march on to the camp?
Yes.
Believe we shall.
I will do my job and fly ahead.
Okay.
Try to stay stealthy. Want to get this, the drop on them.
Sure, stealthy. Good thing I have a 15 there. And then perception, so they get advantage on that.
I also need a thing from Gerathor called a survival check.
You got
Got
a
it.
16.
Okay, I thought that I was looking at the rolls and I thought that was your other roll. I only quick glanced at it. I move all my extra dice off of my mat here.
This morning, the double nat one, the two nat ones.
Got too many dice, guys.
So I have mini work with me,
That's a
otherwise I wouldn't
lie.
have range.
There is never too many dice.
I have too many dice currently in the dice tray.
That's nonsense.
That's-
There's never too
that's
much
right.
dice.
That's why you get a second dice tray.
Viewers of this stream, at some point in the future, make sure you put in the comments how wrong he is.
I only have. I got this dice tray for free. This is free dice tray. I got it from.
That's kind.
It's a GM Binder dice tray from the Kickstarter stuff that I got for free. Okay, so the first leg of your journey as you go a mile to this camp. 24 on your perception and a 15 on that with. So as you're walking, you hear the sounds of critters all over the place making high-pitched squeaks and raccoon-like noises. Which I'm not sure you guys can actually hear from my end or not right now. I'm assuming you can. But so you walk through different crags and crevices, making your way towards this camp, searching for the camp in the first place. A mile walk is really probably only one roll to really get to wherever this camp is at realistically. And sorry, dogs. That didn't work. I tried snapping at him. So
Walk.
yeah. The main thing is the one that doesn't ever really speak is the one speaking right now. So you walk or fly for about a mile or so, not encountering anything too dangerous. Occasional puff of volcanic gas spurts up from underground, from a crack in the magma and the volcanic rock. The lava pools in little spaces off to the sides, kind of pulling down sides of these mountains as you travel through this valley. And eventually you come to a spot a little elevated from the rest of the area, which is probably why they picked it in flight. You obviously see it first flying over, where a camp is currently set up. There are tents already up. They are not yellow. They are instead black, which blend in fairly well with the terrain you're in. Though you don't think that was really the reason why they're black in the first place. There is a small campfire that's got a little bit of smoke kind of billowing up from it, and there is no guild chest set, but you do find a camp.
Does it look like it has any sign of life currently?
As you look about with 24, you do not see anybody currently at the.
All right. Well, I use Mini Orc's telescopic vision to take a better look.
New York zooms down when you're 24. You do not see anything specifically that points to anybody moving around in the space. There's no real wind, so there's nothing fluttering whatsoever, unless Mini Orc wants to check the tents specifically. There's no visual. There's nothing visual that points to anybody in.
No, I just continue circling over this area like an aggressive, angry vulture.
Buzzing angry wolf. It's like a drone. Sounds like a drone.
That's rude. I don't make buzzing sounds as I fly.
I meant Mini Orc.
Probably. Once he does his job, he comes back and sits on my shoulder as we fly around.
Okay. So, do you go to the group? Do you just let them walk up towards the camp? What do you do?
Well, that's gonna be easy to see me. I'm flying around in a circle above a camp.
It's true. So you all see Flight as you about. I mean, you've seen probably Flight the entire time. but you're obviously getting closer and closer, and you're maybe, I don't know, 200 or 150 feet away from them as you see them kind of flying over a spot, and as you kind of look out, you can see the black tents that blend in pretty well with the scenery. You guys just go to the camp. What do you do?
What should we do?
Ignore that.
Ignore me.
As the beacon is lit, they all turn outside. Now all of China knows you're here.
It's like 1 pixel off from the little eye to read the information.
As I notice the group is getting closer, I start descending my way towards the camp, spiraling down to see if I can get a better look.
Okay. So as you
More perception.
go ahead. I mean, at this point, really the only thing is you don't see inside the tent. That's
Okay,
it.
well, thankfully advantage still, 15.
I mean, even
So
with a
still
15, unless you're like going inside the tents, you don't see anything new.
All right, so as I still see nothing, the party's getting closer. I have the confidence that there's nothing here. So I'm gonna land, don my armor as an action because why not?
Right.
And have that symbol from that I got from them from the cave. Just
Okay.
You kind of pass it on.
Yeah. Okay. Symbols on as you land. No one comes out of the tents.
I open the tent.
There's nobody in the tent. Number one.
All right.
There's at least 3 tents.
Oh, since there's no one in tent number 1, I go inside, start rummaging.
All right, you rummage. No one comes running out of the other tents.
Excellent. Is anything rummaging tent number 1?
Roll me a D100. $35. Looking around, I mean, there is some rations. There's nothing magical. There's no expensive potions or anything like that. You find a potion of healing.
You have the mini orc.
Something basic. That's really all you find. I mean, you find some other like just standard supplies, rope, boxes and crates of rations. What? Nothing huge. Yeah.
A whole boxes of crates of rations?
Like a box.
Okay, well, I dumped the entire box in the mini orc's bag of holding.
Okay. Mini orc gets 10 ration.
Haha. Food for everyone.
They're cult of fatalis rations though, so they're gonna be like ghost pepper chips.
Excellent.
Birds can't taste birds aren't affected by capsaicin.
Everybody else eating and they're dying. You're like, what?
It's pretty much just a mammal thing. That was violent.
They're dying from laughter.
That's-
So, as I get out eating one of these delicious chips.
Yep.
In the camp, I was like, oh, where's next? As I just casually walk to the next tent, wait for the rest of the party.
So as you go in the next tent, the rest of the party, you do arrive as you watch Flight walk into the second tent. You hear the crunching of chips. As you inside that tent, you also see another box of rations. You see a bedroll, and roll me another D100.
So far, the trip's been worth it just alone for the chips.
11. Nothing else. That's it. Just some rations and a bedroll. Anything else is taken with it first.
I take the rations again.
Just to watch Flight walk, like arms full of bags of chips, as you're all there.
You take one off him and start consuming the chips.
How does Gerathor deal with spicy food?
I am a flame Elatrion born.
That's
I think I can handle a spicy chip.
Are you sure?
I will.
I can
also
take the
try a
heat,
chip.
but not the spice.
I'll try a
Yeah,
chip
okay.
as well.
Survive.
You survive. All right, Shaseth, go for it.
I will see.
Yep. Okay, you both can handle your spicy chips.
I was really
I
hoping
hand
that
one
you guys
to
roll
Mage.
a 1.
Mage, do you eat it?
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm gonna chase him around with a chip.
As he does, they go to the third one, waiting, hoping to find more chips.
I just
Shaseth
cast prestidigitation to crush the chip in your hand.
it crumbles.
Oh
I grab another one out of the bag.
And this is how all 20 bags of chips go. There's, all you hear is this Mage just snap his fingers. They all just.
no! No! My delicious chips.
I take
It's
it
fine.
there was
The
nobody
crumbs
here.
are still in the bag.
Now you bred the chicken like you're gonna be the artisan this next time and bred the chicken with it.
Oh
Yes.
He only does it to one bag, but it's still because it would be a lot of snaps of fingers.
no! I take it that nobody's come out yet, so
No
nobody's
one's
here.
come out now.
Check the last tent.
Flight is currently inside there. Give me same thing. Another box of rations. So there's still 10 ghost pepper chip bags left in there, and a 73. Okay.
I'm more than happy with the bags of chips.
Roll me a d20.
Speaking of bags of chips,
3.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
You find a bounce bomb.
Ooh. Oh.
It's not what I found. Why was it underneath this pillow, though?
Some people like to live dangerously.
It's like an alarm clock, you know.
Yeah.
Wake up, explode.
That's how he fixes.
Right
That's how he
away
gets the
from the
hair.
day.
How he wants it.
it's the forbidden alarm clock.
Start your day with a blast.
All right, well, there's a bounce bomb in here, so I'll go put that in the bag, too. Along with the 30 rounds of chips.
Roll me, Flight. Roll me another d20 as you like step in to see what Flight's like grabbing.
Oh, fly. Oh, you mean Shaseth, okay.
Yeah, I mixed up, but
Okay, well, ignore that last 17.
So Shaseth. You find a catalyst.
This could be useful.
It's Flight's like grabbing the box of rations, like just like tumbles onto the floor, and like, oh, get up. Discord 9. Best program ever.
And he's back.
Best program ever invented. Cool. All right, we're back. So,
Mini
You-
Orc takes it because he carries the community bag with him.
I
So-
put it in the bag.
so you have roughly about 20 bags of ghost pepper chips. Some of them, the other sets of them have been crushed by Gerathor and Mage, as Gerathor keeps trying to get him to eat it. So now you have at least 10 bags to bread your chicken with.
No!
As you guys are in camp.
Well, I guess that might have been all of them. Didn't he mention there was others?
You mentioned there was a camp here, that was about it.
Well, I suppose we can use this as a base staging ground,
Yeah, definitely could do. Speaking of which, we haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah, probably should do that. Get those more rations, we can use them as breading.
I look over at the two people who crushed my other bags.
We hear one crushing from out of the
Exactly,
tent.
they're breading.
There'd be something delicious you're to cover in that bread.
Someone forgot to clear off the board.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do such things.
I wonder where we'll find Teostra.
Nowhere.
Definitely not right there.
Nope, not
He's
there.
obviously in base camp with us. He's hiding underneath the square.
I
Yeah.
found it. Look
You-
at the little tree.
Where the fuck is there a tree? Oh, the little tree right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one tree.
And a bunch of Gajalakas.
No, there's not Gajalaka there. The stream saw nothing, so it means it doesn't exist.
Mm.
I turned dynamic lighting for the other group because Whistle's computer just hates it so very much.
That's how some of mine are with the new dynamic lighting. The old one is fine, but the new one, I don't know what's up with it.
Well, good news I mentioned, I don't know if you were there, Heavy, or not, but right now the 5e Roll20 module is completely updated as of last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to figure out how to export it for Roll20 people at least, so that it keeps all the art and images, because right now I can export it without any of the assets, which means you lose all the art on it for Roll20, though it'll probably destroy your computer just trying to load all that up on one thing. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. You definitely can't do all the monsters and that at the same time, because there's just so much of it. And then in Foundry, I have to reset up all the links for the creatures, but I think I will have that done sometime later this week. Exciting.
You gotta overwrite all my Monster Hunter stuff.
You're welcome. Maybe I'll make a new volcano one. I actually really, this is out of all my old like maps, this is probably my favorite map.
That's pretty decent.
It is a cool little map. The lava and stuff like that. Yeah. Photoshop.
You know what?
And Wonder Draft.
Breaded sushi fish.
Is
Like that guy that posts those maps. They're like super detailed for what they are.
Yeah, the Jurassic Frontier and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They are quite pretty. So for anybody watching that doesn't know, we have a subreddit, which is Monster Hunter 5e is the subreddit. And there is a person who posts on there, they're not one of my patrons like that does some really nice maps from, I think, Incarnate, for a couple of the maps that I don't have, that eventually I will use as inspiration to make my big 99 by 99 size maps, because they definitely help out. But go check those out if you need maps. Those are great. Okay.
Dear.
All right.
Our usual cook is Mage, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So we are.
We
Gadget
rank
cook.
3, right?
You are
Rank-
level 11, which I believe rank 3 is level 10. You
Should I risk it?
can definitely try for it.
If you feel lucky.
Like just to do
Yeah.
rank 1 to hope for those dailies, because
Let's see.
If nothing else, I am here to give you a burst of inspiration.
We are
As in,
teasing.
I nudge you to make you do it right.
A rank 3 meals or a DC 14. I mean, it's only a 4 DC difference, but I mean, these are just standard ability scores, so feel free to look through them. Go to players, boom. There's
I'm
your-
artisan by default, not by choice. That 14 is high for me.
I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have, just because that's your best stat doesn't mean someone else can't be the cook and you do something else that you don't want to do.
So I'm also a good cook.
You guys
but
don't
then I
have
won't
to be
counting.
proficient. Remember, the more stuff the
feel
more
like-
poorly you roll, the more things you encounter, the more experience you get.
I feel like for the
Right.
sake of the Teostra, well, we should have the artificer, the skill master, do these skill checks.
So we're
So
having.
you've
Cool.
chosen
Scout.
death.
Should we just go without a scout then?
Yeah, we all travel together.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll juice myself.
All right. So, looks. I bring out the menu that was lovely prepared by Mage.
Right. So I just
And-
pop you out here all the different options.
Yeah.
Have
Doesn't-
access.
On the side, doesn't cooking not use skills, but just stats?
Correct.
Yeah, but if you're proficient in the cooking utensils, you can add that to it. And since he's an artificer and gets expertise in cooking utensils, he can add
Ah.
that to one of his roles, just skyrocketing that.
The artificers are definitely good artisans.
Yeah.
So
Sure,
if he,
that
if
gives
he
it
does a
interest.
rank 1 meal, for sure we'll get daily skills, because the odds of him rolling low of a 10,
Or 50-50?
yeah. He just has better chances on an important meal.
Yeah, but you could
So
have.
I wait
you
for
could
you guys
have.
to give you a good choice.
So you could have an extra with the horseshoe crab, get an extra 10 feet of movement speed. You could have the automatic successes when mining on athletics checks. On
Oh.
athletics checks, not even just like
Get
molder,
minor.
which means get minor. You have increase that passive perception by 3 with some burning mango, which makes perfect sense. Put in with those ghost pepper chips.
On the other hand, Mega Bagel gives you advantage on carb checks.
Yeah,
All carb
it does,
checks.
yes. It does.
I'll patiently wait there for all of you guys to tell me what you want me to cook.
Scented celery could be great because if the Tiestra takes flight, you can cast the Earthbind spell. And you know me and saving throws, and Earthbind is what brings it back down to the ground for like a... That could be a great one. I mean, if you guys feel like going swimming in lava, you can breathe underwater and have a swim speed of 60 feet.
Lava is just, watery rock.
Exactly.
Lava is just spicy water.
Yeah.
By default, I can already do that because I can breathe in the environment.
See here. Cavern Brawler feat. So you guys can punch the Tiestra to death.
Fucking punch!
Don't make me Shatterbox emote every turn.
I killed I killed the Magnamalo with a... No, was it the Magnamalo or was it the... Whatever. I was Wyvern riding and I smashed into the walls and then I threw a kunai and killed it. So excited.
Back in Monster to Try, I had a team of 4 that successfully shadowboxed the Draggy to death. It's the only shadowbox.
That's
There was
funny.
a feline feat that made it go from 1 damage to 10 damage.
Yeah.
So what's
Great.
am I making?
I say we go advantage on carb checks. Risk it for the biscuit.
All right. So that's what was it again?
That is going to
Mega
be...
Bagel.
Yeah, Mega Bagel.
DC 14.
It's a ghost pepper.
So I had a spike because someone kept chewing up all my delicious breads.
Lucky I didn't
I will
cast Shatter
cover
on the whole lot.
It's perfect for panko.
More breading.
All right. So in order to make a bagel, and I have some good stats all around, I started thinking, all right, what am I gonna do to make a bagel here in this dry, dusty land? So I have an intelligent thought. I'm gonna go grab something that I saw all the way up here, and use the many different rations I got for my intelligence.
Oh, okay. I like it. Good. So you're using your intelligence to gather your ingredients, is what you're saying.
Yep, just getting all the finest of powders that were made by Mage and his
But of course, it
shenanigans.
has nothing to
That's
do out of being out of spite whatsoever.
That's why it's called
Yes.
the Mega Bagel. It's made of everything.
All right, give me that until 20. Fuck. All right. So you definitely find the best bags with the finest ghost pepper chip crumbs. That way you can easily hide them.
Hangs out with the coolest dudes and wears the freshest clothes.
Yes. So you
Sorry,
gather the best bags.
Next thing's next is I can't with my hands. With my dexterity, I quickly start making the bagels while using this dexterity to make sure that Mage does not notice I put it in.
Trying to be stealthy about it as you are cooking. Okay.
I will use my my flash of genius to put that up to a +4 because screw that.
Sure. I will allow a
making
flash
that
of
a
genius for
13.
this because it's specifically you.
Okay.
I will allow
That's
it.
the 13 there. And then the last thing I do is I start rolling them in the perfect shape I get before having them cook on the fire. So I'm
You
gonna
can
strengthen
use
it.
cooking utensils too.
So
Yeah.
in this case, you have already gathered and prepared them. So this would be cooking or plating is what you have as your option.
Okay, well the cooking's gonna be frying them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my strength to just kind of dip them in there with my nice gauntleted hands
Okay.
to make sure they retain their shape.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a cooking utensils check with your strength.
Yes. No, you Steve's tools it's all the same.
That's fair. A 15. You have a 0 strength.
It's supposed to be a +4 because I've gauntlets of ogre power, but it didn't take it.
Well, it says 4
No,
plus
it
0 plus
does.
8.
It just adds that 0. I don't understand where that
Okay.
comes from.
Oh, cool. Yeah, 4 and plus 8 on top of that. And you rolled a 3. So, realistically, that's a really good roll for that. So, let's see here. So, you succeed.
Hey, you rolled a 3.
20, 13, 15.
It's more than 14.
2 points shy of getting a daily skill.
Yeah, 16 is what you roll. So, as you all sit down to eat these mega bagels, as Mage, you are not privy to what was put into it. As you take your first bite, give me a Constitution saving throw, and let's see how well you do with spicy food. Yeah,
No.
he's a fucking champion.
I
Fuck
just
it.
don't like the taste.
He likes the pain.
Oh,
I sit there
briefly-
pounding on the ground, defeated with the defeat emoji.
so you all have advantage on.
becomes an Electrium.
Yeah, so Mage, and everybody just like everybody's got like a little bit of sweat like on their mustache, on like their foreheads kind of dripping down a little bit. Mage is just there, just like fucking just telling them it's not that good, but he still eats it.
I've been insulted in 2 ways at the same time.
No sweat, no nothing. He finishes the whole thing and he's good to go. I love it. That's the best. That's the best ever.
Anything left over, I keep to maybe throw it in Taostra's mouth to get a better opinion later.
Okay, yeah, you held one extra bagel.
Yep.
You made an extra one for the judge.
It's like, screw you,
So
Mage,
Yoshua
I
gets
know
advantage
it's
to carve out corpses when it fucking body wipes us.
He's just emulating his hero, Fatalis. Clearly. So-
All right. Let's get going, you spicy lot.
All right. So in this case, we have our Trailblazer being Gerathor, I assume, still correct.
Yes.
All right. We have none for the scout unless someone wishes to scout between Shaseth and Mage.
My perception -1, stealth 7.
Or you guys can do the second spotter if that's what you prefer, and it's all walk
Yeah.
group and best of luck.
I'll just be a second spotter.
So I had a
No stealth.
+4 to your passive. I'm assuming Shaseth, which your passive is a 24 now.
Nothing escapes us.
We need
I
to
see.
scout when we got a high
Yeah,
spotter.
Nothing goes over my head. I'm too fast.
I fly above your head.
I catch him.
Dexterity saving throw.
Me? Or
No.
him?
Shaseth. He's trying to catch him with speed and agility.
I'm too fast.
All right. Now I need a strength saving throw from you, Light.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's equal.
Ooh. All right, I need another roll from both of you.
Come on.
It's too risky. I can't decide.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
you go.
You don't catch him.
I don't even notice him taking off.
I'm too fast. Nothing gets over me. Nothing.
Like, I purposely like passed by like like half an inch away from Shaseth's spikes as I fly away.
Touch one. All right. So, you are currently at camp. There is no water to the south of the map like we see here. You're somewhere in the middle of the North Elday region, heading west in this case and not north, towards one of the larger volcanoes in the area where the Tiestra supposedly exists. So,
Before we start,
Mhm.
should we short rest just to get max HP? Because I'm still missing a little chunk. Don't really want to burn another like 3 potions to get it.
How much?
23.
I can give you 20.
Yeah, but you could also use the emergency. Sorry, the
I
cats.
suppose we
Cat's
can though.
going mental.
We have no time crunch now.
Yeah, I thought just because
I think there's no box here conveniently.
there is not.
there is no guild chest. No, this is the Fatalis one. There's no guild chest. You guys just got a bunch of ghost chip.
The monsters.
While we wait for that hour, then I'm like, hey, do you think that Teostra like made a deal with the Cult of Fatalis to sell it his mate?
I mean, that's pretty much what they said.
All right, so I'll just keep the symbol on my chest, and when I go talk to it, try to convince it that she's dead.
I mean, the Lunastra wanted us to send a message.
We could easily lure him to a place that's easier for us to kill him.
I think he sounds like a coward.
Yeah,
Which is why he'd be hiding in a place he can fortify in.
I don't think we need to. Well, I mean, if you want to, but if the situation comes up that is conducive to that, then go ahead. But we're not scouting, so
All right.
we're taking a short rest.
yeah.
I have to do some finagling because of the warlock.
Spells.
And you're still borrowing my boots there, Mage?
Yeah, so I can still fly. I still have the 2 items on my armor nulled.
Okay.
2 level 3 spell slots. Just turned into.
It's officially 2 a.m. and the cat is mental. He's got this little like tunnel thing that's maybe like 5 feet long.
It's a crinkly ass fucking bag thing that they run through. Yeah.
Yeah, he just like dives the fuck into it, and then like
Nice.
rolls around, like dips out the side of it, runs into the fucking into the cupboard, jumps out of the cupboard, runs back through the fucking tunnel, and then just goes and sits at the door.
Oh, he's happy.
Sounds like our cat.
Yeah.
We
It's
actually-
good because I haven't seen him like do this kind of stuff since I've known. Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, I just have to make some spell slots. I'm good now. I got spell boosted.
Well, your short rest goes by peacefully as you get back spells, get back your hit dice, and begin your journey. You have 2 paths from this location as you look directly to your west, and you see just a mountain that splits into sides. Both seem to kind of curve around and towards the west directly. It's just a matter of which way you want to go towards the volcano. Way you think might be fast. You're not really sure, but you, Gerathor.
Left.
Left it is. All right. 20. This thing is. Yep. So you travel as you begin making your way as a group, since there is no scout, through this valley where on occasion lava just spurts up on the side next to you as you take cover, dash out of the way, and dodge it with no real issue, with both Mage and Shaseth keeping an eye out for you. You eventually, after about a half hour, 40 or so minutes, make it to the next large opening. This area itself, it looks to be dried magma from who knows how long ago. The area is cracked and brittled. There looks to be a little bit of being mostly made of like obsidian, and it's kind of brittle on the foot, so any kind of stealthing through here seems to be almost impossible. But you do happen to notice off in the distance, Shaseth and Mage, some glowing, like something glowing about middle of the area, maybe in like a 5-foot square. Kind of gives like little glints off the blackness that we see. Gives off a reddish glow.
I point it out and start heading that way.
Hold it. I have mini orc to zoom in on it.
You get the mini arc first person view. As he zooms in on it, it looks like fur.
Fur?
Looks to be like scattered fur.
I fly up in the air, get a bird's eye view as the Shaseth gets closer.
Okay. How close do you get to it?
5 feet.
Okay. Fly, how close do you?
I stay a good 50 feet in the air.
Okay. So as you're kind of like, since you're a little bit faster on the actual flight, you get above it first and kind of look down at it as best you can. I mean, it looks like fur. On occasion, you see a little spark and a little tiny explosion. It kind of gives a bright shine to it. And the explosions are minuscule, but they're visible. From your distance, not even audible. As Shaseth, you get a bit closer to it. I'm not sure if Mage and Gerathor, are you moving with him or are you staying back?
No, I'll stick with him.
I'll
Hey.
stay a little further back.
Okay, you're like 10 or so feet back. As you walk towards this pile of fur, you start to hear the like minor tiny little explosions or so, Shaseth, when you're about 10 or so feet away from it. They're explosions. And you
Is
see
it similar to
red,
like
red fur.
is it similar to like Lunastra's fur?
Yeah, I would say there's no real need for a check. It does definitely seem similar. It's red, though it's not blue. And there seems
I'll take this. Go ahead.
I would say you just pick it up and like just hold on to it, or what do you mean?
I'll put it into a little bag or vial or something.
Okay. You can
What
give
do you want me to
me
put this into?
give me a dexterity saving throw, a sleight of hand check. One of those two,
Is it fire damage?
maybe.
I'll be.
Do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, you get it in there, carefully and cautiously enough. You cork it before you see a little tiny explosion that does not, like, for a split second you're like watching it, and it stops. It stops. Little explosions inside the bottle stop. But for a brief second there, you thought it might explode, but it seems fine now.
I hand it to Mage. You might be able to use something with this.
Hope so.
Then I look to see if nobody's actually really close to me.
They're like Gerathor's like right next to you. They look like to your right, you're like nobody. Look to your left, and Gerathor's like right there.
I'll You want to see what happens when I kick it?
Do it.
I
Do it.
I shush him back. I shush him back a few feet.
Okay.
Then I scuff it with my foot.
Sure. So you just start. You all just see what looks. I would be like for ants. It would be a gigantic firework display. Just explosions all in this little 5-foot area. They're maybe a size of a baseball or so on these explosions.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fur's in the air and just slowly kind of drifts down back onto the floor.
That was both excellent and anticlimactic.
felt like fireworks up here. Really disappointing fireworks.
It's like extra spicy pop rocks.
Well, that's what I should do with this Lunostra, this powder of Lunostra stuff. Make Lunostra fireworks.
I mean, maybe. But I'll take that as a sign it's still in the area. Seems pretty fresh. Is there any special resources in this area?
I mean, as a spotter, there definitely could be.
Was it
I
that
would
we
assume
could
there's no
get?
plants.
The spotter gets a free point out of a.
Yes.
Yeah, but having the double spotter, do we have
You do
something
not-
for that for this?
Not for this, no. You should have +4 bonus. You don't get to look for 2 resources or anything like that.
I would assume there's no plants here, so let's try it for rocks.
As you look around, there are rocks everywhere.
Wow.
Particularly some special rocks over in this
Nice
corner.
rocks. I pointed out to Gerathor. Look,
Special
shiny
rock.
rocks.
Special.
Go catch mine.
Catch mine,
mine.
or
You
No.
need to make a skill that's called that now. You know that, right?
catch
That
mine.
has to be a thing.
Exactly, I really do.
So I can just athletics on it.
Yep, athletics check. If you would have, eaten that stuff, you'd had advantage on all. 27 is barely a success, as you are now level 11 in a volcanic.
Is that DC so high?
No, I mean that is a success for sure. I don't actually know what it is off the top of my head. So that is it is a success. You want to roll that D6? Let's see what you find.
Don't you have double mine?
Is it 2 different ones, or is it just double the whatever
Uh,
he gathers?
I think it's just double.
Let me check my trinkets.
So if not, I have the trinket in the bag. I would have let you give it to you. before you did it.
Successfully gathered 2.
I'd say even if you gave him it, he would have had to put it on during the rest, which he did not. So, okay, so you get 2 of whatever you roll. So roll a D6 and don't roll a 1. 2.
2.
All right, you get 2 heavy armor spheres.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That thing I need.
I think we all need, except I'm taking a back foot on those ones.
Rocks.
My entire kit revolves around his armor, so I'm hoping to get more.
I should look around for more special rocks.
I will.
well-
I feel like there definitely could be a potential chance at more special rocks.
I
Perception
will put
assist.
this community bag.
18.
18 is certain. So the beauty of this system is that to find stuff in this area, never change. The DC is always the same to find stuff. 18 is a success. It's actually typically quite difficult to find stuff in the volcano. It's a 16 as a default, even at level 1.
In the games, the volcano is supposed to be the hardest biome, isn't it?
Yeah,
Since it's the
Yep.
harshest.
Typically.
which is why it's hard to find them. So you do find some. You find another one as you're looking around on the opposite end.
Gerathor, over there.
He vaults. Whoosh. Lands coming down without the instead of an instant glaive, it's just a pickaxe. Ah!
Wire bug over.
Gerathor, yeah, that's how dragoons work in this world. It's actually just wire bug techniques.
Yeah.
A 24 is
It's
a
just a
success
really
once again.
invisible one.
Want to roll me another d6? 6.
Hey.
Okay, this is you guys find 2 life crystals.
Oh, yeah, we got this before.
You can use an action to cast a light cantrip in the crystal for an hour.
Ooh, can make life
Ooh,
powder.
light powder.
Mhm.
Okay, what I need to make that?
Life powder
Just herbals and kit,
is
that's it?
It's just the life crystal, it looks like, isn't it?
Oh, I can make that. Sweet.
You can make a health horn with light
Bird
powder.
Wyvern Fang.
oh, bird wyvern thing. Yeah, I don't know why that means, but yeah. So if you click on the alchemist supplies, it is no. That is to make life crystals. Is you can use a god bug and a bird wyvern.
And like
Cool.
crystals and Bird Wyvern Fang.
Can't I?
Under herbalism.
Yeah, I clicked on it.
The 4th one down.
That's how you make life, not how you make life powder.
Wasn't
Life
life
powder,
powder
herbalism kit. I'm bad. You're right. It is still the same. Bird wyvern fangs are used for both. I'm surprised. See, now there's a reason to hold on to those things.
Yes.
I
don't know
will
if we can
allow
have
you if you
this.
guys have like a sharp claw or something like that as well. That will also be acceptable too.
The several sharp claws I have?
Sharp claw is just equivalent effectively as a bird wyvern thing.
I have so many sharp claws.
I think that is definitely a reasonable.
I'll worry about that later then.
But I want to cast the light cantrip.
You could also destroy this and learn the light cantrip if you didn't already know a mage.
Oh, I already have it.
Well,
Mages
then,
all
no.
cantrips.
Yeah, I have like 13 cantrips.
So I'm gonna use Flight's ability to look at how, from this height,
Mhm.
look at the lava flow and do his best investigation, figure out what would have been the good flow of high density minerals that would kind of flow down here into this area.
Try to figure out what you guys can kind of mine typically in the volcanic area. Is that the idea here?
Oh, I'm looking to see because this is, you said this entire area is like glass, is entire hardened lava. I want to see how the lava flow is and where I think the most rich mineral deposit was that's in this entire area right here.
If there's one thing that monster hunters are, it's greedy.
Yes.
I will allow one more check in this area if you succeed on this one. This is gonna be more of a difficult one to determine.
Is this an investigation check since I'm looking for that, or is this a tool check?
I would allow an investigation check unless you can figure out some way to argue that your tools can somehow help you determine this. I'll allow a tool check, but
Let me check the tools real quickly to see if anything helps with that.
Radiography.
my radiography tool.
I pull it out and I know the tools. Nothing actually for this one. There's no geology tools this time.
Okay.
So just investigation.
19. No, as you look around, like you can figure it out, but you aren't like you can figure out how the lava flow works. But you, as you look around the space where you believe that this like higher density amount of like ore would be at, or minerals, you do not happen to see.
I shrug and fly away as I leave the patch of 64 diamonds.
Yes, you do. As you look around, or as you're getting ready to take off, you do happen to notice another reddish color, like because you're somewhere up. You happen to notice a large streak of red going in this direction.
I can't whistle since beak, but I give a shout out. I found more fur. Yes.
Or I go to see what he wants.
Yep. So as you go to look, it's not fur. It looks to be blood.
Oh my.
I'm a bit higher up than I thought.
That wasn't a high height. It's a different kind of high.
Yeah, trail of blood. Yep. On this.
I think we should follow it.
Can we investigate the blood?
Sure.
How fresh is it?
Give me a investigation or a medicine check.
Someone
Or
wanna
survival.
help me out with the invest? Oh, survival. I'll do that.
Cartographer's tools.
Is
That's what I was
this-
looking for. Oh well.
An advantage survival check.
Roll it anyways, and I'm not going to tell you if it is or not.
Like a dead giveaway, regardless if it is.
Well, no, because I could just have him roll it if so.
Yeah. But it's just one of like answering that question in itself answers the investigation check.
Well, that's kind of why I wanted him. Yeah, right. That's why I wanted him just to roll it, and then I just determined based off either roll. So, I mean, they're both pretty close to the same. So, as you look at it, what are you trying to determine from this? How fresh it is, right?
Freshness. I wouldn't be able to determine what it was. What monster was.
Correct. There's no way unless you
bleeding. Yeah.
right.
Blood is blood.
Blood is blood. So, looking at it, it seems decently fresh. Maybe an hour or two. It's got a little. Some of it's dry, especially from the heat in the area, but there is definitely still some congealed blood through the center area of it all. It's
Is there enough
couple
to
hours.
contain into a small container?
no, I mean it's like it's down in the porous parts of the obsidian floor you're in. It's just kind of a fine layer that you guys are kind of making.
I was gonna say I'll excavate it out of there.
While theoretically we could do it, it's probably contaminated from being left here on the obsidian floor.
It's true. Oh, well, let's follow the blood, and I'll roll another survival for you.
This murder dice is my new favorite dice. It seems to roll just so well, like random. So
So as we're flying around, like, hey Gerathor, would you ever wondered about becoming an actual Electron one day?
What do you mean? I am one.
Oh, is that like a Dragonborn thing? You guys believe you're like the full big version of yourselves?
Do you not believe that you're just a big bird?
Oh,
Big
normal birds don't have arms.
Maybe you're just a more advanced bird.
And
I stopped to think about that for a second really hard.
It was a really
Are
nice
you?
compliment.
Are you a bird brain? Windows at 11.
The compliment was great, but at the same time, like, am I just a really advanced bird? Are they really advanced? Are these really just advanced Elantrions? In which case, where'd the power go? I started wondering these questions as we're flying with the group.
The game of Pong that's going on in his head is exactly sped up.
I'm trying to figure out how do I give them back all that Elder Dragon power. It's like I want to see it. I want to see a full power Dalamadur Dragonborn.
Also, you took my blood and it worked in the machine. Clearly, I am just an Elatrion.
Like
So, a lesser
I
version.
just say you're about the most pure blooded Dragonborn I've ever seen, but like you're missing wings and all the other things. That's what makes it weird to me. What is the other percentage that makes you not like a full blooded one?
Wait, does my portrait not have wings? It was meant to have wings. I completely
No.
forget now.
I don't think the Dragonborn have wings. Unless they're
Don't they?
Valstrax.
I thought they did.
Nope.
I lost my wings.
Some Dragonborn
Fuck.
don't even have wings. Or
How did I?
tails.
How did I lose my wings?
Some
Um,
Dragon-
Plot
You've
thickens.
never had wings to me, so as far as I'm aware, you've never had wings.
So the plot thickens.
You turn around for the first time in your life. Wait, I don't have any wings anymore.
So, as you begin having this conversation as you're walking as a group, I need Flight to please make me his stealth. Or, no, actually, you don't need to make anything because you're just a group.
Yep.
Because we have no scout today.
We are more than just a group. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're just a.
We are the Black Nergigante, the greatest Elder Dragon.
So, you walk for another half hour or so following this trail of blood that trickles in every so often, eventually coming to a large opening on the side of a volcano. Looking inside, you can see a bright glow from what you assume is the lava within. And as-
Ooh, it's warm in here.
Yep, and as you step into the area, it is definitely quite warm. Since you no longer are under the effects of a cool drink, Those who are not a resistant or immune to fire damage definitely need to drink one now, or make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, seems fine to me.
Yeah, I'm alright.
I believe I'm at a cold meat here. Let me give that give me a bag.
I have frozen berries if you need them, but I know they're only like an hour or something.
Yeah, but I think I made chilled meat because we have the extra meat.
You just have chilled chips now.
A chunk of frozen
Mage, do you have a cool drink or anything like that?
Cool drink.
Okay, cool drink from Mage. And Flight, do you have that chilled meat? Did you find it?
Does not look like I do, but I got frozen berries, so I'll eat that.
Okay, you drink or you eat a frozen berry, which gives you cold resist or fire resistance for 1 hour. So for the next hour, you are fine, and you have fire resistance. After it wears off, though, you're gonna start potentially suffering effects once again.
Yeah, I asked if anyone's got a piece of got any raw meat on them.
I don't exactly
No,
carry it
but I
around
do
with
have,
me.
All
I have a
meat?
cool drink if you need.
Yeah,
it.
I need one piece of raw meat, and then I'll just slap it together with this ice crystal and make me some cold meat, so I don't have to worry about it for a while.
It's just
I
raw chicken.
should. Nope, that's a lie.
I can just
Sorry.
him having raw chicken with a piece of ice in it.
Oh.
Frozen meat.
So, as you are in this, as you're walking through this area, following this blood trail, it starts to the trickle is still pretty heavy. As you eventually walk all the way to the lava here, as it then vanishes from sight. You look to your left, you look to your right. There is no more blood that can be seen currently. And as you, yeah, and as you look around, I mean, the only thing you seem to notice, Shaseth, that you didn't really notice initially as you walked through the area, and Mage, I guess in this case, is that there seems to be a lot of like hole. Like there's different parts of the obsidian here that have kind of caved in small little divots all throughout the area.
I lightly stomp in the ground a bit. Does it give it all?
Yeah, you kind of stomp the ground. It does give a little bit, but not. I mean, these holes are 2-3 feet wide or so, and they kind of sink down about 3 or 4 inches. So they're noticeable. They're noticeable enough that they seem odd.
Strange.
Hey,
Those holes, divots. What do you think made them?
Can I make a history check of lava biomes 101?
It would be a nature check in this case.
Nature. I was thinking history from studies, but
I
nature
got you.
I'll do.
In this case, you're out in the field, so it's nature. And you have
17.
advantage. Okay, 17. What are you trying to figure out? Yeah, I'll give you one question. No pressure.
This is the lava.
The most
hot.
common. The most common thing that would create holes in a biome.
Sure.
You know, and specifically a lava biome.
So, specifically in a lava biome, the first thing that comes to your mind are Rukator. They are burrowing leviathan that are fairly small, known to spit fire, and constantly like pop back up and fire, and then burrow back down until they kill their prey and then come out to eat. That is the most common thing that you would know.
I'm gonna fly down to
Look
the
at
party.
holes and ask the party if they think that this is made by Rukator. Is that what you said?
Hmm?
Yeah. Or if these look too big.
So I have a quick question for all you guys. Have any of you, except for Mage, worn shoes before?
What's a shoe?
I don't know.
I figured as much. I'm gonna pull out one of these little paddings and show everyone. These will let us walk on lava.
I can already do that.
Hey, you shut up.
We'll walk through it.
Yeah, but we can let it walk on it. So I don't have to give one to you, that, but everyone else could enjoy it.
Sure.
All right. I give them to Mage, myself, and Gerathor, Kahudi, and Miniorc. As that is me casting Water Walk, which works on lava for some reason.
It does, yes. Liquids.
How long does that last?
24 hours. You
So-
can swim in it, so you might find something useful down there.
I mean, we can walk on it, but we'll still get burned. Well, not me. We'll still get burned.
Doesn't say that.
I mean, you're still touching the lava.
Kahootie excitedly jumps down on his little talons and waddles his little step into the lava.
All right, so Kahootie takes, because you're touching the lava. You're not even submerging it, so I'm going to put it as just the single dice version. 7 points of fire damage.
As he just poofs away.
I found a flaw in your plans there.
Mage just
What?
lets out a sigh.
Not all perfect. This is just
I,
so that I won't sink in lava if I fall into it.
Mage, you see movement behind you in the ground in one of these holes. It starts to kind of like shake and move a little bit. See like one of the rocks tumble slightly.
Guess I'll just approach and get closer to it.
So you approach a bit closer to it. As you do, let me go ahead and roll stealth check. What is your passive perception?
9.
Perfect. Let's see if this thing is. Oh, these don't have this set up right.
Don't roll a 1.
Save setting. Let's go. I'm gonna roll out in the open here. Right. 9. So you see it. You are not surprised, as from underneath this obsidian, it just kind of a claw reaches up and tries to grab onto your leg. This claw is black and charred. It is as it grabs onto you or attempts to. We're gonna roll for initiative since you have the opportunity to act faster than it.
All of us or just him?
We're gonna all roll initiative.
No, I didn't want to roll from anywhere. Oh, because he's still sharing the same space as me.
As in this case, you will be faster. This will be a surprise round for the rest of the group. Just these two will go first, or they'll both be able to act, and then everybody will be able to act.
You can remove Mini Orc from the turn counter. He always goes with me.
Guys, you rolled horrible.
Yes,
My
I
passive
did.
is higher than
Oh,
its
dude.
stealth. You would technically not be surprised either, would you?
In this case, I'm just having just as those two is kind of like a single interaction. Why it's a surprise round, and then it'll just be as usual.
It is fine.
Go with this music. So, out pops a crab-like creature, Mages. I'm going to move you to where you walked, which is here.
Grab battle.
It's crab battle.
Stop saying that.
Oh, crab.
As out walks unburrows a centaur, a large crab with shield-like claws and a charred blackened shell, not its normal brown shell that you would see elsewhere. As it reaches out to grab you, you get to react first.
I return the favor as I grab it.
Okay. And at the same time, we start to see a bit more movement from the other holds around the area. Chuck and grasp, all right? Well, and that's a hit for sure. 8, 6, God damn.
24 points.
It is looking bloodied, as it cannot use its reaction anymore. It is going to... Go ahead.
Make some distance.
Okay. It's going to try to claw at you.
It cannot.
Shock and grasp.
Oh, no!
Haha.
So it's going to try to claw at you. It misses completely, as it is now its turn. And as you run away, you just watch it start to bubble or foam in its mouth, and then it spreads out its hands and fires a beam of water in your direction. The beam itself is kind of purplish hue to it.
Uh-oh.
23 to hit.
Woo.
That was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
As you take 5 points of poison damage, and please make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you are not poisoned, but you take 5 poison damage. And then that is going to be that first surprise round, as now everybody gets to go. You're seeing spaces all around you start to shake and move. Specifically right next to you, Gerathor. Here, 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 and here. Which a couple of those were not seen.
I marked where I remembered.
Okay.
I will march up to this crab because no one.
Oh, it's Shaseth. Yeah, I bet.
And no one gets to grab my mage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna smack it.
Okay.
Level 2 charge because first round.
Yep. 23 is a hit, as it is also knocked prone.
Yes. If it survives.
If it does not survive. So as you come charging towards it, you just slice as it's like reached up to like try to catch the sword. You cut through the little tips of its thumb parts of its claws and slice directly through it as it falls to the ground in half. Prone.
Then I believe I saw something between Mage and Gerathor or coming into the ground, right?
Correct. There's like a little rumble right there.
I'm gonna run, jump back, and then try to stab the ground where it is.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another attack, and let's see. It's close to the surface, so it's gonna have some cover, but just it's gonna be, it's gonna be blind. It's gonna be a blind attack because you cannot see it, so it'll be a disadvantage for sure.
All right. Here's the swing.
A 16 would be a miss.
Darn.
So you stab in the ground, you hear no cries of pain, you stick the sword back out. It's glowing a little hot from the heat below the ground, but other than that, it's fine.
I missed. Past my turn.
Okay. Gerathor, you are now up.
I will hold my action for something to pop up in range of me.
Melee or ranged?
At the 10 foot range.
Okay. So melee. All right, Mage, you are now up once again. There seems to be a large rumble directly below you, like the entire ground. There's no hole in this spot, but the ground begins to shake to your south.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm going to ready Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And now as your turn comes to a close, it is now their turn. So, from underground, we reveal a few different things. As multiple Centaur with the blackened shells all appear from underground and begin making their way towards things. Oh, I forgot to reveal this one. Boop. That one is a close one to you, Gerathor. It's within your 10 feet. That would have been the first one that popped up. If you wish to make your ready attack against it.
Yes.
29 is a hit, and as you hit the first time, it is going to use its reaction to cover itself up. You'll have disadvantage on that second attack.
I assume a 15 already misses.
It does not. That's why you need to make a disadvantage.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Another roll. Cool. That is a miss. Or that's a hit. Sorry, the 13 is a hit. But 31, I'm glad that it didn't get that. As this one is now dodging and looking quite bloodied as you pierce into its shell twice. All right, they are going to make their moves here. So the ones that can reach you here. This one, this one. One moves to you. This one scuttles its way this way. Here, and then it's going to use its bonus action to scuttle to flight.
Actually, can I Eldritch Blast this one since I readied the
Yes, you can.
action?
Scuttle. So a couple of these use their bonus actions to move into range. Go ahead and roll that Eldritch Blast. A 16 is a hit.
I roll 3 for every cast of Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, doesn't matter.
okay, so that first one's a hit. 12 points of damage. As it just kind of deflects partially off the shell and it comes charging towards you. It's going to make, there's going to be a lot of claw attacks here. So first claw against Mage. Crit.
Oh no.
You take 11 points of damage as it reflects off, and as you're not prepared for it, you fire 2 more, just psh, psh, and just comes in, just cuts or grabs onto your arm and starts to just squeeze it. It hurts.
Little punk.
You are not actually grappled as you break free, and then we make an attack against Flight with the one that's in range of him, missing you entirely, Flight, as you take flight. Shaseth, there is going to be 3 attacks against you. 1, 2, 3, and 19.
1 hit. 19 hits.
For 6 slashing damage. And then Gerathor, 3 against you. 1, 2, 3. A crit.
1. Yep.
As you take 10 points of slashing damage as well. Flight, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'll just have the lovely disengage and fly up 50 feet.
Okay.
Since I don't want to be anywhere near that, and I want to have Mini Orc, who is only fly down 20 feet, and use his action for my bonus action to Fairy Fire. How big is Fairy Fire again?
20-foot cube, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover as many of those guys as I can.
Okay, you're going to end up hitting Shaseth and Gerathor if you try doing that. Otherwise, you can hit like 3 of them.
Yeah, I figured that Shaseth and Gerathor can, do better dodging the grabs.
Okay. Then you could hit all of them, including Shaseth and Gerathor. Except for the one by Mage.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2.
I let the 2 know before I cast the spell.
You guys do not get advantage or anything like that on it because you don't get a choice in the matter. Go ahead and you both roll. So Gerathor, you succeed. Shaseth, you succeed as well. Now it's time for them. So 1, 6, 7.
Excellent.
4, 6, 7.
Well,
All right.
My DC is 17. It
says 16 on there.
16. Yeah. Oh, did I not change it? Yeah, I guess it is 16 still.
All right, so success, fail. I'm gonna just color them really fast. Success, fail. 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 And success. Okay, they're all marked for the ones that are. I'm not going to be changing colors around because it's just too difficult right now.
Okay.
Wait, how did you cast Fairy Fire when you disengaged?
So Mini Orc has an ability for my
Mini
newest
Orc,
level.
right?
where
Yes. Okay. Then is that your turn then, Flight?
Yes.
Okay. As Flight's
I
turn comes to a
proceed
close, before Gerathor's turn, the rumble in the center of the area begins to break around. Let's see what its initiative roll will be. 19.
Mage, I might need you to start casting.
All right, as it unburrows, you see a large crustacean-like creature. On the back of its shell is a Gravios shell. It's blackened and charred as well. The creature does not have the shielded arms, but instead has blade-like claws.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What on earth is that?
That's
I
a
ask everyone.
I mean, out of character is a Shogun Seientar.
Yeah, I knew that out of character, but my character doesn't know.
Right. And as it unburrows, it sees a one in range as its blades unsheath and it slices at you twice, Shaseth. 1, 2, 26
One hit.
hits. All right, as you take 26 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
17.
17 is a success. You are not bleeding. As that is
Okay.
going to be its turn. Okay. Shaseth, it is now your turn.
Right. I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, these are the bleeded.
Give myself 2 more AC.
Okay.
Then I will I'll start carving away at the smaller crabs to get around. The one in front of Gerathor is already wounded, right?
Yeah, the white one.
Correct. And you have advantage on the attack against that one.
Yep. I'll swing normally at it.
Okay. 27 hits. So that one goes down.
Then I will attack the one. The red one.
All right.
19 hit.
19 does hit. Oh, you divine smited or no? It's
No.
just 13.
13 plus 8. It's improved divine smite means I get an extra d8 to all my attacks.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify on. So minus 21 points of damage.
I can divine smite on top of that.
So as you strike into this one, you cut into its shell. It seems a bit sturdier than the rest of them as it's still staying strong. And is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be on my turn.
Okay. The end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. As you watch as the Shogun Centaur sheaths its blades, and you see its mouth start to bubble as it then releases a beam of water at you, Shaseth.
Dex save?
No, this is the case, it's just a range attack.
Ah.
19. I think it's misses now.
Misses.
Shield of Faith, right?
Yep.
Okay. That is its turn, or its legendary action turn is now it's Gerathor's.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to eat an adamant pill.
Okay.
Put me down to 2. Put my AC up, and I'm gonna hit this blue. Actually, I'll hit the red one as I can reach it.
All right.
Take a step forward.
He has 10-foot reach because Dragoon.
Oh, right.
No, just yeah, you have to bring. So
19 hits for 15. Okay, it is bloodied, but it is still up.
I will hit it again.
Okay. As it tries to block that attack, you pierce through its claws as it falls to the ground, dead.
I'm just gonna waddle my way over this way. I'll take one attack of opportunity.
Yes, from the one.
2 actually.
Yeah, true.
So,
The 1-2.
That's fine.
Both miss.
Miss.
I had their tokens mixed up, but these are actually the sharper clawed centaurs. They're not ours.
Hmm.
All right, Gerathor, your turn comes to a close. It is now Mage's turn. Actually, before Mage's turn, it is going to use a legendary action once again to spit poison at... No. Yeah, I don't do that. Bad idea. It's gonna dig underground. So you watch as it burrows back underground and vanishes from sight.
Job's done. We did it.
Yes. Mage, now it is your turn.
It's one stupid crab. Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Correct.
Come on, there you go. Bonk.
19 hits.
Awesome. That means it gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Now I can cast the other 2.
It is looking bloodied after that first shot. 16 hits.
Push back another 10 feet.
It's going to use its reaction to dodge, so this last attack will have disadvantage.
You got it.
That hits. As don't even bother rolling, it does not have enough left. So you just fires, and just keeps getting knocked further and further back, blocking with its claws as best it can, and then it just falls, unable to take the damage.
I'm gonna fly up 30 feet.
All right. Take flight. It is now the
Oh, there it is.
Centaur's turn. So the one can't attack flight because he's in the way. So there's gonna be 2 attacks against Shaseth and 2 attacks against Gerathor. Shaseth first. Both miss. Both Gerathor. 21 Gerathor.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I'll take 7 points of slashing, and actually I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
1 second.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
24.
you are good. You take your 7, that's it. It is now Flight's turn.
All right, big crab left. Not happy about that. Flies up another. Oh no, I probably shouldn't do that. So I'm gonna fly down. Darn it. Nope, not gonna bother. Fly up 10 feet, so I'm still in my range of 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And just let loose a volley on this one guy right here. The guy who was trying to shoot me.
Okay, go for it.
Fire one.
A 20 hits. It then uses 3 action to dodge, so you have disadvantage on these.
Oh, sorry. I'm empowered, so don't worry about the +1.
Yep.
So just 8 damage.
Okay.
And then second shot.
A 16 still hits.
So 9 damage.
All right. Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to attack it again.
A
15?
15 still hits.
All right, 8 more damage.
They are not the sturdiest, as it's looking bloodied, as there's now 3 holes in its shells, and you see cracks just expanding outwards from the holes.
Mini orc does nothing on its turn, except for take the dodge action.
All right. As your turn comes to a close.
I
Is
fly
it-
up the rest of my feet. How tall is the ceiling here?
Realistically, you're probably at the ceiling. It's roughly around 30 feet. Though if you wanted to fly over the lava, it does go about another 15 or so feet higher. At least close by.
Yeah, I do that since I'll constantly have an updraft to stay over.
That's fair. Okay. It is after Flight's turn. It is now the Shogun's turn as it reemerges and unburrows next to you, Gerathor. And it is going to.
The worst kind of surprise.
There's no good
Surprised.
way to make use of that, is there? No, there's not. All right, it's going to claw at you twice. 1, 2, a 23, Gerathor. He stepped away. It hits. He takes
No.
21 points of slashing damage. I will minus it off for him.
Sorry, just had to clean up something.
No worries. Minus 21 damage off you already for the damage, and make me a. You're about to make me make the save for you. You're lucky. Constitution saving throw. You were about to fail it, sir. You succeed though.
I didn't minus off the previous damage. What was it, 7?
Yes, 7 from that, and then 21 just now that I already minus for you.
Oh, good.
Okay, that is going to be its turn, as it is now Shaseth's turn.
I will take an opportunity attack
Okay.
to wiggle my way around. Oops.
So you wiggle, you just go in that circle just to get back to the exact same spot.
No, that was I misclicked.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
I'm gonna go there. Take two opportunity attacks.
3.
It's only one. That one pinched me.
That one, what you?
It tried to pinch me
One in the blue.
when I walked past it.
They've had their
No,
turn
the
since
one
then.
that's- Oh, have they? Okay.
Yeah, they've had their
Yeah.
turn since then. So all 3 of them can make an attack against him. They've all gotten a reaction back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 21 with the
21,
admin. Okay. I need to make me a Constitution saving throw for your
Yep.
thing.
Wow.
Shield of Faith. All right, Shield of Faith drops as you take 9 points of slashing damage and make me a con save again for the bleed.
Wow.
Okay, you are bleeding.
Well, I can't have that, so I'll drink a greater potion as a bonus action.
Okay, you are no longer bleeding.
Just get the dice roller.
Okay.
And then I'll charge up a swing and hit the crab.
Okay. Bugging it out. 26 is a hit.
check my spell. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just hit it normally.
Okay. All right. So a normal hit in this case is going to be 23 points of damage. All right. So yeah, you strike into it, and as it does, it swings around. You duck under the claw, as you now have its attention.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Gerathor, is now your turn.
Alrighty. Bonus action, I'm going to use Aerial Assault. And I'm going to Quick Dash. Oh, sorry, yes. Quick Dash to here.
Okay.
Or Quick Jump. So I take 2 opportunity attacks at disadvantage.
You both miss.
And I will hit the big one.
Okay. Twenty-seven definitely hits. For so much. That's fine. I'm just doing each. I'm just doing both separately. All right. So you strike it twice, or you hit through it. As you pierce through the skull and out one side of it, you cut through its shoulder. One of its claws falls slightly limp.
Alrighty. My second hit, I'm going to declare the Kinsect to hit the blue one on the left.
Okay. And as you do, you have disadvantage on the attack.
I have
But advantage because it has blue.
So it cancels out. It's just normal. Because you were
Is
in
it-
melee. You're
is
in
it-
you're in
is it
melee
defending?
range. No, you're in melee range with Shogun.
Oh, really?
It also has a 10-foot reach.
Ah. Well, I would have moved further, but I have already declared it, so...
Now we know.
Yes.
The more you know.
A 26 still just barely hits.
6 damage.
All right, 6 damage. Okay. And as Gerathor's turn comes to a close, and it is now Mage's turn. Actually, before Mage's turn, is going to once again burrow underground because it definitely regrets that decision.
Makes my choice significantly easier.
Mhm.
If it's burrowing out of range, do we get opportunity attacks?
No, it does not provoke them.
Just fireball it. Fireball everything.
Wish.
Okay.
So I'm assuming my turn, right?
Yep.
All right. So I need a 30-foot bubble from everyone at most. It seems the optimal spot. Okay. So I'm gonna move there, flying, of course.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. Let me just actually cast it. There you go. So that hits everybody within 30 feet.
Okay. So
Give you guys a chance to recover that health.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to bonus action cantrip to do Acid Splash on this guy.
Okay. How high are you in the air? Because that splash has like a 10-foot reach or something like
60 foot.
Oh, 60 foot, okay. Dexterity saving throw, right. As a fail as it takes.
I think the one next to it also has to make a save.
That's a
It still
success.
failed.
No, it succeeds. Got a 15. 15.
My save's a 17.
Oh,
I don't know why it says 15. Mine's a 17.
All right. So they both fail as they both take the damage.
That's my
It
turn.
might be trying to pull from one of your other
Possibly.
spell saves.
12 to each. Okay. Mage, as your turn comes to a close, and is now the Centaur's turn. As they are just going to spread out slightly just to make sure they're in range. I think they're all in range. Alright. And they are going to all spit poison at Gerathor. Actually, I guess, how high are you? You're in 30 feet in the air? Alright. The one that the 2 that you just hit actually are going to spit poison at you. As one crawls under your space. Fires directly up because that was the only way it could do it. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Take.
Actually, I'm going to cast Shield.
So that misses you then. The other ones are going to spit at Gerathor and Shaseth. So 2 at Gerathor, 2 at Shaseth. Gerathor first. 1, 2, 18 Gerathor?
No, 20 at the moment.
Okay, and then Shaseth. 2.
Miss.
All right, so none of them hit, as that is their turn. As the Shogun is going to use its legendary action at the end of their turn to burrow and reappear here. Flight, it is now your turn. As you see the Shogun Center reappear and just shake its claws in the air in victory.
Well, it's not victorious yet. And I'm not going to let it. So I'm going to shoot this one that
Okay.
shot Mage
19 hits.
for 5 damage.
It uses reaction to dodge.
All right, so still at normal hits from now on.
Mhm.
28 for 7 damage.
It is looking bloodied.
And last one, 24 for 9 damage.
All right, it is looking very bloody, as there are now holes in its shell that are beginning to crack and splinter further.
Wouldn't the second one be a 14? Didn't you say? Or do you
It's
ignore
true.
this
It would be a
advantage?
14 because it would be. Oh, yeah. No,
No,
but
it's not
it's fairy
normal.
fire.
You
That's
said
why.
it.
Because it's fairy fire.
Oh,
Also.
I thought he was hitting the big thing.
No.
No,
Not bad.
I want these ads gone before they become a problem.
Yeah, that's
My turn is over.
No Shoguns. Well, actually, at the end of your turn, it's going to use a poison spit against Gerathor in this case.
They'd be at disadvantage because I'm in melee range. Right?
Are-
No, no,
You are not in melee range of it. It's in melee range, of it, so it's fine. Gerathor, it's going to poison spit at you. 21, Gerathor, that hits you.
yes.
Take 16 points of poison damage and make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Halved to 8.
'Kay.
From my armor, and I'll put on that one.
You are not poisoned. All right, now
Oh,
it's
not.
its turn. So it's going to move forward, and it is going to move forward here. It's going to try to claw at both. So we're going to do Shaseth first, then
Miss.
Gerathor. Damn,
Nope.
really bad rolls. Okay, that is going to be its turn, sadly. Shaseth, you are now up.
I charge and smack.
Now's your chance to also regain healing if you need it.
Yeah.
You regain max amount, so if you drink your greatest potion, it's the max amount of healing you can get.
Superior healing potion. Something like 50 health.
I'll drink a greater as a bonus action first then.
Okay. 44, that's 16. Plus
20.
4, 20.
All right. And then I'll smack it.
Okay.
Oh yes.
30 just barely hits.
I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Pretty sure that too.
I'm gonna smite it with a 3rd level smite.
Okay.
It's rolling. That's a lot of dice.
All right. 29 minus 29 minus 13 minus 8. It is extremely bloodied as Shaseth strikes into it, just hits it. The shell just bursts, revealing its the little nubby part it has inside hidden away, its weak point. One of its claws has been sliced in half as it tried to parry the attack. It is on like 2 legs as the other 2 have been sliced off as well.
Incidentally, is it prone?
No, it's not. A 16 does not knock it prone. So it is. It's still barely standing, like trying to. It's like up. It's got its one claw. It's still alive though.
Gerathor, hit the weak spot for massive damage.
As Shaseth's turn ends, it burrows underground.
Oh no.
Weak. Gerathor.
I just want to
How does
say,
it
I don't want to
burrow?
play spoiler to this, but I looked it up just to make sure, and I was going to say afterwards, it doesn't say anything about it not provoking attack of opportunities with its legendary action to dig.
It doesn't.
It just says it digs.
It doesn't. You are correct. I will allow it. You may make your attack of opportunity. Actually, I wouldn't have used that anyways then. I lied. I will do something different. My apologies. You are correct. I thought it was a different one. So it is going to instead do a strike in a 10
Fight for its life.
in a 10-foot line that is 35 feet wide. Which is so it's going to go at an angle to hit both Shaseth and Gerathor with his legendary action. And I need you both to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Aren't you glad all the people who require saves are down there on the ground?
Oh, no. Oh, wait, 15?
That's a fail, sir.
Damn.
Shaseth, I need
Nice.
yours as well.
Yep.
Shaseth, you succeed. So you take half as much damage. But Gerathor. So Gerathor, you take 15 points of slashing damage and you are now bleeding. You have a bleed. Shaseth, you take 7 points of damage and you are not bleeding.
Got smacked.
And that's what it does. It's Gerathor. Now it's your turn.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm also going to drink a greater potion.
It cut across your cheek.
20.
You are no longer bleeding.
And I will poke it.
Okay.
Bug stick.
As that definitely hits.
Poke the crab.
Gerathor, how do you kill Shogun Centaur?
As I'm drinking the potion and the wound like seals up.
Yeah.
Just look at it and then just like I can't use both hands to do this, but just like holding it and then just
It tries to swing to block it, completely missing because it was such a slow strike compared to the previous ones. And you just stab right into its eye and it just instantly slumps to the ground, dead. As Gerathor, you still have another attack and movement and stuff. There's still a bunch of these little dudes alive.
I'm gonna briskly jog over here.
Okay.
And also stab at the blue one.
Okay.
With advantage.
The one to its left is looking much weaker and bloody, just as a heads up.
Yeah, but this one looks cooler to be crit.
That's fair. It just isn't damaged whatsoever. 29 is a hit.
Now.
Takes 27 points of damage. It is bloodied. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Mage, it is now your turn.
Guess I'll Eldritch Blast the one beneath me.
Okay.
So first one's advantage. Womp.
Yeah, as you fire into it, go ahead and roll that damage. It is pushed 10 feet down into the ground as it dies.
It's snuffed. Then I'll attack this other one right there.
Okay, looking around, this
yeah.
one, out of all the damaged ones, this is the most healthy looking of the damaged. These two are weaker. This one looks pristine.
I'll go for the two weaker ones though. I'll go for the one in blue.
Okay, blue one first. Advantage on the attacks. 22 hits. Or 13. It then uses reaction to curl up.
Nope.
10, that is a miss. It is still alive.
And I'll just move a little bit further back.
As you move back on the Centaur's turn, they burrow underground, seeing their parent or leader die and vanish from sight as they flee.
Do I get to poke one?
Yeah, you can pick one of the two.
I'll poke the one that was
Well,
glowing.
no, they'll take a disadvantage. They'll take a disengage and just burrow because they can just use their movement to
Okay.
burrow.
That's-
So, yeah, they all vanish from sight and do not return.
That beacon of hope only lasts for a minute, so heal while you can.
She'll just start chugging.
I'll
I
drink.
start,
my
I start
last
smashing
regular
sushi fish. How many more are in the bag? Because I want to grab like 6.
I have 9 left, and
Okay, I won't grab 6.
if we're gonna need to get more sushi fish, you need to take me to a place or a lake so I can at least use it again.
A location where there's water.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll take you to a lake soon. I'll have 4. That's 16.
Is it your group or the other group that keeps trying to put their weapon in a bucket of water to get sushi fish?
That's us.
That's me.
I couldn't remember which group it was. Doesn't work.
I drank a potion and 2 herbs.
So we're gonna drink my potion's worth.
You guys are getting damaged.
Well, hey, if we fall, it's you next.
This thing can crawl up sides of walls, I'm just saying.
That's why I was up above
I
lava.
need-
They can try to get me if he wants.
Now we get the
I
fun
need
part,
10.
the carving.
True.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the little dudes.
All at advantage.
It was either going to be that spell or Stone Skin as I twinned it to both of y'all. It just depends.
Ooh, that went good. So it's 3 cards on the Shogun, and it's 5 cards for the other one. So those are the 5 for the originals, and now the 3 for the Shogun. Right on the Shogun. So those are all successes, and there's too many rolls there. Either way, they're all
No,
still
alright,
successes.
just
There's one too many.
Ignore the bottom one.
One small crab. It's too many.
It doesn't matter; they all succeed. And the crit goes to the Shogun.
As I look at the successful cooking, I walk over to Mage. So, isn't it great that I cooked today and how delicious the food was?
What did the food do again?
Gives you advantage on crit or on carb checks. All carb checks have advantage.
Sure.
If he asked that in character, I shove you over.
Yeah,
and continue
no,
walking.
that's what I asked in character.
Oh.
'Cause I was,
I shove you to the ground and just keep walking. Like, not even the playful shove. Like, I'm actually mad. Like, no, you suck.
Too good.
Bird.
It may be rude, but like, you respect my cooking.
Okay, so you spend roughly about 40-ish minutes carving up the Shogun and the Centaurs total in the area. It's roughly about 4 in the afternoon at this point.
Any raw meat that came on these guys?
I mean, if you want to roll to find out, you can.
Yeah,
It
well,
would-
that's he did the carb checks. So I was hoping to see if he got a raw meat in any of those, if they had raw meat.
Let me take a look.
Dude,
They might.
I don't think they have raw meat. They have small Centaur shells, sharp claw, and small monster bone.
Yeah, there's
'Cause
no
with-
raw meat.
If raw
No.
meat is just something I can pick out of a monster, then I'll try that.
Crab meat.
No, just because it's specifically
Centaurs don't have anything worth keeping.
crab meat. The crab meat from them are horrible.
Poisonous.
Yes.
What
But
happens when you roll a critical on a carve? Does that do anything to it?
So critical on the carved check means you roll 2d20 and you add them together. So
No
you
chance for
guys, so you can have a chance at the best loot because you're adding 2 together. If you get above a 20, you get the highest material.
Okay.
That's all it is. Just that better chance for the best stuff.
Chance for a tough monster bone. Monster tough
See,
bone.
yeah. See, as he carves up, just kind of see what he gets.
You guys want to roll for it now, or you want to wait?
If we wait, it's fine too.
It's up to you guys.
I'm not
I don't
worried.
mind either
Oh.
way.
I would say I would vote for wait to continue to see what we
Yeah.
encounter.
Yeah.
So, as you look around, the blood, as said before, kind of vanishes where the lava's at. You currently have water walking on for the next while if you want to lava walk and hurt your feet or shoes, like Mage. Or you have what looks to be 2 paths to go. The path to the south here seems to lead out of the volcano you're currently in because you're now inside the volcano. But this seems to lead outwards to a different, or out to the wilderness outside. If you keep saying out, and just I don't like it. You have 2 other paths on either side of the lava that kind of paths along it. Just more of your decision which way you wish to try to go. Try to
Like
make it to the
Wami-
heart.
I'd like to check for rocks.
You can definitely find some rocks as a scout or the spotter. You just find some.
I point rocks at Gerathor.
Gareth, they're over
While
here.
you guys check that, do you want me to go across the
Rock.
lava and see if the blood picks up?
It might be a ways.
27 as I attack the rock.
Just barely succeeds. Go ahead and roll me the d6 and let's see what you get.
Nah,
1. Ooh, Machilite ore.
More?
2 of them.
Yep, you get 2 of them.
I make a perception check for more rocks.
There are no more ore in this
Okay.
area.
Oh,
Guess all we can do is sell Macrolite ore.
Or upgrade
No,
other
even-
weapons.
Yeah, either that or give them to
Jacob.
No,
yeah. Yes.
we need money.
Jacob is my
We're trying to
project.
buy an airship.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I could take a quick look over here across the lava since I can fly over there. It could be a second, but I can go take a look if you want. If not, we'll just continue travel together.
you're not scouting currently.
Well, I was going to
I
do
mean,
that
you
while
guys
you
can
were
just have
getting
a
good
look.
stuff.
If you want.
Lavasioth leaps out Free Willy style and just eats flight.
Come
I
back,
am
Ready
shark out of nowhere.
Lavasioth. You thought you killed me, huh?
My plan's to go left.
All right, I follow Gerathor.
Okay. Nice. Up here.
I get ready to take another berry since I still have yet to find anything that gives me something for heat.
It's only an hour.
I mean, I can just
Yeah,
give
but
you a cold drink. I have one.
Well, if you want to, sure, but like I itemly was like trying to find a way to not have to use yours if you had to.
Just take it.
Gerathor's
It's
resistant to fire. He
nice.
doesn't need it. He will
I
never
drink
need it. Now you don't have to worry about making those checks because you were about to be coming up on it with the 20 minutes left that you had on your one current.
I had so many more berries left.
Okay, so Gerathor, you have 27. Can those berries be made for into something?
Yeah, but I didn't have
You
it.
can
They're
make
not
them
going to be
into
good for
food
cold. Actually, you can't.
Can you? I thought they were part of
Nope.
the material. for
They're
something.
used for
Frozen
something.
berries are not for cold drinks for some reason.
Don't be judging me.
I judge you quite heavily.
Frozen berries can be made from ice crystal and tropical berry.
Frozen berries, I think, are tropical berries mixed with something else.
Ice crystal, probably.
Tropical berry and ice crystal to make frozen berry. Frozen berries by themselves are only used to be eaten for 1 hour resistance.
Okay. As you enter into this area, following the path along the lava for 10-15 minutes or so, you come into this area, and as you do, beyond the spot where Gerathor and Shaseth are at, the entire area is covered in lava. Roughly about, I mean, as you maybe take like a rock or something, or you find something to kind of stick in, about 2 or so. Though you do currently have water walking.
Well, I take off. I walk across.
Okay, you do happen to see a path up here to the north that seems to have a kind of a surface that you can stand on that's not lava. And there is a path down here that seems to lead to another opening out.
Do I see any ores sticking up out of the lava?
Yeah, why not? You see an ore right in the middle.
Yeah, I'll go to it.
Okay, you go run into it. You gonna make the check, or is it gonna be Gerathor?
I'll make it.
Okay. That's a success. Gonna roll me a d6. 3. All right, you get a dragon idol.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
Just a dragon idol.
Yeah, just one.
That can replace my Elder Dragon blood that I used.
Alright,
For the
I go back to
team.
the group.
How close are we to a very rare?
I'm assuming a little
I
ways.
think I'm like halfway.
Versus the first one.
I see a path to the north and a path to the south. I can carry somebody if I need to.
I can carry Gerathor as well, so and Mage has the boots to let him fly, so we're all good for that too.
Carry me, peasant.
Hey, Shaseth, you think if we carry them together halfway, we could drop them in the lava, like, you know, for fun?
I'll walk underneath Gerathor.
Alright, I'll help Gerathor across.
Okay. You help Gerathor across. Gerathor makes it across with no issues. Oop.
Mage, I assume you're flying?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll just be pedestrian and walk.
Okay. Mini Orc also flies across. As you make it across the lava field with ease.
Yeah,
Cheaters.
Days.
And I need a survival check for the next area. Which looks scary to do. Okay. Yes, actually, as you make it to this spot, you do see another tuft of fur in about a 5-foot radius. Seems to be mixed with blood.
Oh boy.
Eldritch breath.
Well, since I'm this close to blood this time, I'm gonna examine it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
oh,
Survival, medicine, investigation work. That's fine too. Investigation's fine as well. One of those 3. All right. So what do you may ask 2 questions.
All right.
Not 3. You get 3.
Well,
You got 26. He's fair.
As I'm looking at this, I'm taking a look around. I'm looking to see how long it's been here. Like, I understand coagulated blood could vary here, but like this is an elder, possibly from a creature that lives here, so coagulating blood might be something that doesn't happen for lava-born creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing if it's something that's will be more recent by fluidity.
Okay. Yeah. It does seem fairly recent, maybe within the last hour or so.
All right, and then there's the random flight question. Can I put this in my vial and attempt to use it for scientific projects later?
There's probably not enough blood. Same kind of idea as with Gerathor's. It's just barely surface level amount. You could get a couple drops. That's probably all you could get. If you want to try it for something at some point, but you'd only have a couple drops of blood.
I might as well just harvest it from the whole dead thing.
Okay. And one more question,
All
if you
right.
have one.
I stare at it for a while. I can't think of anything except for what conditioner does it use?
What?
The joke is what conditioner does it use?
That is an important question. Lava.
Lavielle, because it's worth it.
It's all the impurities out.
Literally. All right. So, as you begin making your way to the next, after investigating the okay.
So, hey guys, does anyone know anything about Teostras?
They're red.
Anything else?
They assume they like exploding. I mean, we looked it up earlier before we left.
Yeah, but like that meant a Lunastra, and I kind of like forgot everything about Teostra since it looked like I was about to die by blue flames.
Probably be red.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Shaseth.
I look for rocks.
You find some rocks.
I point Gerathor at them.
Rock.
As you go mining for rocks, roll me a d6. All right, you find another heavy armor. 2 more.
Nice.
Fancy.
Funny, man.
4 of them.
And then you all begin hearing a song in your head begins to play as you begin to then look around.
In our head? Uh-oh.
Why?
As I upload the token onto Roll20,
Oh,
it's not that
ow.
big. There we go.
Oh,
It's Rodan.
So, as you watch, as you all look around, you begin to hear the music. As you look up, you see a pine cone-like flying wyvern come barreling down towards the group. We're going to roll for initiative, as I have to manually roll all of these ones because I don't have it on my Roll20.
It's been a long time.
My arch nemesis.
I lock eyes with it. I knew this day would come.
Who are you?
I've never seen you in my life.
For me,
B-52, I'm the stealth bomber.
for me, or for you, meeting me was the most important day in your life. For me, it was a Tuesday.
You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
All right. It's turn. I'm going to roll for it now. These won't be manual rolls because I just don't have it on Roll20. Can't. 15. It is currently... The ceiling in this area is about 40 or so feet, so it's about 40 or so feet up, coming down past the lava, right? As... We'll assume you guys aren't literally right next to each other. I'll give you a little bit of a spread out here.
I'ma catch it.
Gerathor, you would have been over here because this is like as you were mining the rock.
Oh, okay, sorry.
As Mage,
Flight's immediately like, this is fight. I must be a part of it.
you are up first.
Shouldn't be. Flight got 20.
Oh, I mean, sending. There we go. Better. Oh yeah, it's much better that way. All right, Flight, you are first.
This is excellent ordering.
All right. Flight finally gets his lifelong mission of fighting the B-52 bomber. First thing he does is let loose a volley of gunfire.
Okay.
Fire one.
All right. 20 or 23 is a hit for 10 piercing.
Second shot.
Ooh, a crit
Nice.
for 11 piercing.
As I start rotating behind my ally over here, and Mini Orc will do Fairy Fire once more.
Okay.
DC is the same as last time.
Which is a what?
17. 16.
Dex save. All right. That's a success. It is not fairy fired.
Okay, Mini Orc flies over by Gerathor.
Remember the most important rule: napalm sticks to monsters.
I don't have napalm ammunition yet.
Okay, we're gonna use this token for Pinecone. How's it look? Yeah, it's easy enough to see. Actually,
Snake.
we'll do it this way. Actually,
How long has it been? Would I still technically have that adamant pill from the previous fight?
it has been. It was 40 minutes from carving. No, it's been over an hour. How long do they adamant pills last for?
I think it's an hour. I don't actually
I think
remember.
a minute.
I have no idea.
One of them is like an
Not that
hour.
long.
One's like a minute.
It might be a minute. Or it might be 10 minutes or something, I think. I would have to look it up.
Players can see the aura there. That'll make it Pinecone's easy to see. And that is my default. To put it to the side here. Okay. This flight's turn comes to an end. The basil does nothing. As it's still flying down towards you all. It is now your turn, Gerathor. It's currently 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
This is where I
I'm
die,
gonna-
fellas.
I'm trying to stay within...
If I die first.
No one dies today. I'm going home with the
I'm gonna
B-52
go
bomber.
Here. Just need to double check something. Do I really not have my range on it? I do. Okay.
This is like a CR-18 monster.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to look. I wanted someone to look at it because I don't want to use my action to perceive if it's injured.
We'll
Yeah,
shoot
no, Flight
first and
got
ask
excited.
questions later.
Flight got excited. This is what I've written his backstory. His lifelong goal is to beat these.
I'm gonna kinsect it
Okay.
twice.
22 hits.
14. Yeah, and a 14 misses.
14 definitely.
All right, one charge.
All right.
Bonus action. I think I will take another adamant pill. Double up on that.
Was it fairy fired? Did it pass?
No, it succeeded.
It passed.
It passed.
It rolled really high.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Mage, it is now your turn.
Well, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but might as
Magic
well go
missile.
for broke, right?
So anyway, you started blasting.
I'm gonna cast. Oh, not. Is it hex? Yes.
That's hex.
I don't know why I did all that, but now it's hexed.
Okay. Bonus action. Exit.
You want to
And
you
then-
want to hex it for dexterity?
All right.
It doesn't matter
It's-
because it's
yeah,
only
it's-
ability
it's what-
checks.
It's ability
Yeah,
check.
it's not
Sorry.
for saving throws. But yeah, I'll do strength
Okay.
Yeah, I
just
would
in case
reckon.
there's a grapple. And then I'll fly up 20 feet. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna bonus action Eldritch Blast using sorcery points.
Okay.
3 attacks. Bam,
Into
bam,
the
bam.
lava.
A 18 misses, 22 and 26 bolting.
You got it.
You
As
shove
it's
it into
pushed,
the lava.
pushed back 20 feet.
17 and 17. No. Yes. You, as it's flying towards you, you get just pushed back. Wings flap as it then gets ready to descend once again. All right.
Buy us some time.
Is that your turn, Mage?
Yes, sir.
Right, its turn. 40 feet in the air. It is how far away from... Ignore the triangle. It doesn't make a difference. Try to see distance.
What triangle?
No triangle.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, right? I feel like if they don't have it, they can't see it.
That's correct.
'Cause that's-
They don't. Yeah, they don't see it unless you have it.
Okay.
There's a
Give it
little-
to us. We
there's
don't see it.
there's-
It's so inconvenient because my players are like, I can't see the circle, like the radius of effect, and I'm just like, oh, I really wish you could. It makes
It's
it so much
from the
easier.
enhanced virtual or better roll 20 or whatever that lets you like it gives you a cone of the actual like range and stuff like that. So it's going to fly down and hover about 10 feet above the ground. And it is going to breathe fire. A 45-foot cone. I realize that's what the range is. So since you're only 20 feet up, in this case, Mage, you are in range of it as well.
I am 40 feet up.
It moved at least 20 feet, so you watch as one pine cone is dislodged behind it, lands in a space. It's kind of like a poop.
Poop
Like,
cone.
from like far away. I don't like it.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah, they're pine. I just made an ore so they're easier to see.
Poop
You know, it
cone.
looks like Bert and Maisie.
So it blows fire in your direction. I can't remember where to do the cool little animation. But I need everybody, except by including Kahootie, I believe in this case.
Booty's not even there. I never summoned him.
Oh,
back.
that's mini orc is what that is.
I'm 40 feet in the air. Does it hit me?
Does not.
Okay. Mini orcs also 40 feet in the air.
You're within 10 feet of me, you get a +3.
Gerathor gets it. It will hit Mage. So Mage, Shaseth, and Gerathor.
That's okay. It's fire damage, right?
It is fire damage. So yeah, Shaseth, you're fine.
There it is.
Or 15. All right, that is 2 fails. No, yeah, 2 fails, but 1's immune. Gerathor, you succeed. As you both take 48 points of fire damage. Halved is 24. If you're resistant from that, Gerathor would be 12 for you.
I think
Well.
you lose Hex.
Yeah.
Mage takes 40. Why does he lose Hex?
Concentration.
You need to make a check. You could still make it.
Half the damage is 24.
That's true, and you only have like a +1 con. So if you crit it, I will let you keep concentration.
Womp.
You lose Hex. As it is now flying 10 feet above the ground. That is the end of its turn. Actually, I guess it'll move 10 feet or more forward as another pine cone drops below it. I don't know why I rolled a d20. It recharges its breath. As it is now your turn, Shaseth.
I wind up. If I were to jump attack, would it be disadvantage?
No, just an attack.
I wind up and put all of my attacks into this one attack. So level
Okay.
3 charge.
There's this tiny little ledge right here.
Yes, conveniently.
And I
15 is a miss.
a 4 and a 5.
That's not what we
A
wanted to see.
trip, I guess. Well, that wasn't nice. Okay, then I will. Let's see. Bonus action spells. I will compel duel.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. 50-50 shot this one, I feel like.
Isn't it always?
I fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're compelled.
Wow. What a wise monster. It's too bad it just drops pine cones everywhere.
It must stay within 30 feet or has to make a wisdom save. If it attempts to move away, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls against creatures that aren't me.
Right.
If it succeeds its saving throw, then it doesn't have to. It doesn't restrict the movement, but it lasts for up to a minute.
So the spell ends if you attack any other creature. If you cast a spell that targets a hostile creature that other than the target. If a creature friendly to you damages the target, it ends the spell, just so you know. Or cast a harmful spell on it as well. Or if you end your turn more than 30 feet away from it. So if anybody attacks it, it is no longer restricted.
Got it.
You just turn buff.
What?
If that's the case.
And I'll move over here.
Okay. Flight, it is your turn.
I move right next to Shaseth, and I will give him haste.
Okay.
That works.
I fly back up 10 feet.
10 feet up.
Yep.
That's the activation.
Bonus action, because it is not harming it in any way to give it Fairy Fire.
If it damages a target or casts a harmful spell,
Does not harm it.
It's true.
It's not a helpful spell.
Yeah, but it doesn't harm it. It helps my ally, but it doesn't harm the monster.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
I will allow it.
Fairy Fire from New York.
What's New York's third one?
Yeah, he could use up to 8 times.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Woo, red, white, and basil geese.
ML strikes again.
Nah. I thought that was a good one.
Red, white, basil geese.
All right. Flight, anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. As your turn ends, before Gerathor's turn, the explosive scale underneath the basil geese explodes, dealing...
itself.
No. It deals
1,000,000 damage.
to nothing. It explodes, doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because no one's in range. It's a 5-foot radius. Okay. That is Explosive Scale's turn. Gerathor, you are now up.
Okay.
It's 10 feet in the air.
This is prep round. I am going to bonus action Power Juice.
Okay.
I am going to hasted action Go Dark.
Okay. Going dark.
And I am going to hold my action until the end of the Basil Gase's turn.
Okay.
And then I will stab at it.
Okay.
It's really unhelpful because he can't see what he can't hear if your staff is like ready to go or not.
You can see him.
1 sec, I need to mute people. Okay, they are muted. That'll probably be the end of my turn. Maybe I'll move to there. Yeah, I think that's the end of my turn.
Mage.
Ugh, I need to heal.
Good time to do it.
I need healing.
Mage is rough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna max out my cure wounds on myself. Womp.
And 10
I'm-
lightning.
You take 10
I'll let
lightning
you-
points of damage, yeah. Sucks to be you,
Oh.
man.
Hey, Mage,
Damn,
head over
why
to
do they
New
drink
York.
the
He's got a
Zenoga
bag full
potion?
of greater potions.
And that's pretty much the action, because I don't have anything else for a bonus action.
Okay. It's now its turn. On its turn,
That's gonna hurt.
it is going to attempt to fly away. Not past the 30-foot point. So here. So I'm going to make a save. If you want attack of opportunity as well, No, Shaseth, he's out of your range. He's 10 feet up. So, and Gerathor is ready in his action, so Gerathor doesn't have a reaction as well. So it's going to just make a wisdom save. Plus... Okay, so it succeeds on it, so it's able to move out of your range for this turn. And then it turns right back around and comes dive bombing at you, Shaseth. crashing down in and makes a headbutt attack against you.
Dink. My music stopped.
A 20 to hit.
I will block with a greatsword.
All right. So you block that
Tight.
attack, and as
Right.
it does, the wing comes swinging into you as it's rolling. And make another attack. 31.
Nice.
All right.
Kicked in the shins.
As you take 33 points of bludgeoning damage, almost max damage. It was close.
Okay, make a con save.
Why are we fighting this again?
We didn't make that choice. It showed up.
So it's no longer compelled. But either way, that as it roll, you know what? Because it's no longer compelled, it continues to roll as the tail swings around towards Gerathor's side. As you look at it, you try to like block with your insect glaive, Gerathor. Oh, 20, 12, only a 15. I miss. So yeah, you block it out of the way. As you maybe like leap up, and that is going to be the end of its turn as you get your strike, Gerathor.
ML did not have a character sheet prepared.
1, 2,
Oh, poops.
3. All right, so 3 pine cones are released during that same time as well. The 14 misses, the 24 does hit. What type of damage is that? That's red essence and crisis. Okay.
Was this rolling with advantage?
Yeah, these are advantage rolls, Gerathor. That is correct. He is fairy fire.
Oh, they are
So
too.
go
Okay,
ahead
so
and
that's the
roll.
first hit.
Yeah, just one more roll for the next one. Damage.
Nah.
Roll one more time.
Actually, yeah, sorry. I thought you were.
So I'm
Okay.
30 just barely hits. 28. All right, so you strike at it twice with your ready to action. Okay. That is going to be Gerathor's. Oh no, that's its turn. Shaseth, it is now your turn.
Since it already has advantage, I'm just gonna swing at it with
Okay.
my 3 swings.
You can give up the fairy fire advantage to get charge.
I'm trying to prone it.
That's fair too. 17's miss. 28 hits. 18 does not.
18. Aw.
He's
It is well armored. 15. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely above our pay grade. We're gonna do it anyway.
22 hits.
That's
14.
nice damage.
All right, so you strike into it. It's looking slightly bloodied as you strike it the second time. A bunch of the pine cones fall off of it as you shear through many of them.
Yep. And then as a bonus action, I will drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
That's alright.
Okay, it's Flight's turn.
Flight's about to live dangerously.
Did it knock prone at all?
Okay.
18 wasn't enough?
Flight, going to fly up just high enough to avoid being pinecone range to be right here.
Mhm.
Do his load to empower his everything. Empower. And move out of the way over here.
All right, and you have
Oh,
to be
being
within
attacked,
how many
Toby.
feet do you have to be within for that?
5 feet.
All right. It's 10 feet, isn't it?
I don't have 10 feet yet.
Oh, so it's still 5 feet? Okay, so it's going to use its
Yeah.
reaction to make attack of opportunity against you then.
Okay.
With it... Yeah, we're going to use its wings. Because you're on the side of it, so it's one of its wings like flaps out and tries to hit you. 12... A 30.
Well, it hits.
Just barely, right? For 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Make that con save.
We watch just... Like, go, like
Alright.
tumbling backwards before he catches himself. And then he
All right, make
constantly...
the con save.
13 or higher. Okay, you are still hasted, Shaseth.
Oh, good.
Okay. Now I unleash my volley of attacks. I'm loaded slime ammo.
Okay, nice. That's a good choice.
All right, where is it? Slime ammo, fire.
A 28 hits, and its
Now lower
AC
its
is
AC by
reduced by
one.
1.
nice.
Fire 2.
So that's 13. 25, so it's reduced by 2. Okay.
Fire 3.
Nice.
Wow.
I want it dead.
14. All right. It is. I mean, it is wounded here a little bit. Its AC has been reduced. Oh, it does not reduce its armor class by more, so it's only the 1. So it's reduced by
So
1
I have
total.
more movement. I have more movement speed, so I'm
Cool.
gonna move the rest of this way over here.
Okay.
Mini orc will fly this way, right next to.
Flight, our mage.
Yeah. Mage. You see him like gesturing the bag to you.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay. At the end of Flight's turn, the pine cones explode. Shaseth, you are completely unaffected because you're immune to fire damage. Gerathor, you take 3 points of fire damage because you're resistant. Okay. There should have been a couple pine cones behind him too, but I forgot to put those ones down. Not a big deal. All right, Gerathor. It's now your turn.
Alrighty, we are going 25 feet this way.
Okay.
We are jumping and aerially assaulting. Please hit.
Cool.
Yes.
27 does hit.
I would
And
like.
as
the
that happens,
basil-
Gerathor, the
Yeah.
basically just lets out a roar. Its entire body glows bright red. It is furious.
This is fun. I would like it to make a strength saving throw. It'll be knocked prone.
Okay. That's going to be.
DC is 17.
It fails. It is
Well, it
knocked
fails.
prone.
Ooh.
Nice.
You're gonna do some extra poking. Poke number 2.
16's a miss.
It's only. Okay, doesn't matter then. I can turn the thing off now.
Cold. Make sure. Anything. Actually, that cold is resistant.
It's not cold. I'm choosing it to not be.
Oh.
Yeah, I can decide if it's cold or not.
Yeah, it's cold and lightning.
Wow.
No, this is my aerial assault damage. I
Oh,
can choose
gotcha,
for it to
okay.
be cold because of Silver Dragon, I think
Yep.
I chose, but I'm just choosing not to be.
Okay.
And then the third hit is a 28.
28 does hit. Okay. And that's your turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. As it's now Mage's turn.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
Wait,
do the
actually,
magic
sorry.
missile.
Sorry, I was about to say, how's it fairy fired and that, but it's because of fucking mini orc. Piece of shit.
I'm just gonna jog my way back around towards Shaseth.
I'm just gonna magic missile 3rd level.
Okay, I was to say, yeah, because it's prone, because you were going to get disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Missile. 3rd level.
I did
What?
weird math time. So
Yeah.
it takes 14. Then it takes 12 3 times, so 36 more. All right. Mage.
Hey.
How do you disappointingly kill my basically before I have to do one more thing?
I just pull out both dual repeaters as I just like fire the magic missiles out of them.
All right, and as they impale, we see, the initial impact as they pierce into it, fly back out one side, curve back in, just slowly but surely just tear apart the basil geese from the inside before vanishing. As the basil geese sadly goes down.
Sadly.
Sad.
The last thing that happens after that, Flight lands on its head, lets out the screech of victory he's always wanted. I am the true bomber.
I can't hear anything. I'm just very loudly screaming.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, it would have had advantage on every attack had it lived. And so good. So sad. Oh well, the poor basil geese goes down. As music comes to a close, as you have advantage on all carve checks.
Carve, carve,
How many
carve,
is it?
carve.
3.
My body is aching.
How much you down
30,
by?
30, 18.
Initially I was at
Successes, yeah.
13 health, but now I'm at 30.
How much do you have to go?
I'm at half health.
I'll give you 30.
You do
Unless 25 is better.
that? 25 is fine. I'm at 61. I have 30 out of 61.
Aren't you guys excited that we're finally at the point of random basil geese invasions?
Yes. Basil geese have good stuff.
I've accomplished my goal in this game already.
I'm gonna
I'm disappointed
presume
we didn't
it
get
was
crits,
injured.
I
What'd
mean,
you say?
in a sense, yeah. It has some extra wounds that you guys did not inflict on it.
I'm disappointed no crit.
I'm not.
That 20 is nice.
I still can't hear anything. I'm not taking the earplugs out.
If would it affect the
Mage has to
thing at all if I
transcribe
gave
everything that's
plus
being
4 on any of
said.
that?
What was that, Flight?
Would it affect anything if I gave it a plus 4 to any of those checks?
No. Nothing would have changed. He succeeded on all 3.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, you are now currently dealing with a death Gerathor. There seems to be 2 paths to go. One that, as you look to the north, you see a lava fall falling down into a pool in the northern section here, with a pathway that leads up, spirals towards the pinnacle of the volcano, it seems. Or you have a pathway to the south.
I make a gesture to Gerathor by pointing to his ears.
Flight gestures towards you, Gerathor, pointing at your ears.
What?
I make the gesture, pull him out.
He tells you to pull them out with a gesture.
I just shake my head.
I roll my eyes. I start chugging potions because I need to.
Okay. Mid, your webcam can see your forehead.
I bumped the wires.
Cool.
Now that I realize I can make more spell slots, I'm so free to use these spells without freaking out.
More magic missile.
Well, it's not just that. Like the reason why I was able, I just spanned like mirror image and hex and all the other stuff was because I'm not so strictly limited to the small amount of spell slots. With all these spells, I can freely cast other things now, allowing me to change up the strategy of just spamming magic missile.
But magic missile.
I give you a thumbs up as you just see this. If I could smile wider, I'm aware, but if everyone else, I'm smiling just with immense happiness as I take a personal trophy from the Vassal Geese.
What is your personal trophy?
What would you think
trophy?
I could?
No, for Flight in this case. Flight. This is like Flight's like glory day right now.
I throw a pine cone at him.
I hope you don't throw a pine cone at me.
Pine cone blows up.
Yeah, carve off a dud pine cone.
Actually, in this case, I would try to get live pine cones, but like not right now. So I want to try to carve out what I believe to be the most valuable part with using whatever Flight roll is.
So you want to just roll D20 and see what material you get, in a sense, and that's like the trophy material?
Yes, it is just a trophy.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Roll me a D20, tell me what it is.
It's a nat 20.
Flying wyverns. I gotta go over here and look at it.
You get advantage on carve.
Carapace.
So a 7. So you get a carapace. So you get a chunk of like one of its scales or something like that.
Got advantage on carve.
No,
it's not a carve.
I know.
It's a trophy material.
I gladly like hold it in the air, put it in my bag in excitement.
A weirdly hexagonal scale.
Oh,
Baby's first bomber.
Okay.
where do you guys go?
Does anyone object to going up?
No.
Right, so I just
don't-
said no.
Mage.
Go ahead,
Alright,
Mage.
let's go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, so you're her early translation since you're telepathic, since he can't hear us because he has earplugs in. He doesn't take them out.
Gerathor suggests going up.
Yeah, let's go.
They can hear me. I can't hear them.
Oh, yeah, they're fine with it. They don't have a problem.
We just hear Gerathor yelling at everyone.
Let's go up.
All right. Right.
Do these have a duration, by the way, or is it just until I?
So you take them out, I'm pretty sure. They're just disposable earplugs. It's just once they're out, they're gone.
Yeah. Just making sure.
All right, follow Gerathor up to see the lava
I'm
fall.
just gonna use the bathroom real quick because it's
Not
running
allowed.
on my survival.
Not allowed.
Too bad. Stop me.
I will.
I'll hold
All
it.
right.
Gerathor
Hold it in
dies.
for you.
I have covered 2 out of the 3 monsters in Flight's backstory that I wanted to kill. I just didn't kill the first one.
What's the other one?
The first one was supposed to be Velstrax because I wanted to be the fastest thing alive.
Wouldn't it be the Crimson Valstrax? Since I would think that one would be faster.
That's also on the list. It's Velstrax, Crimson Velstrax, and Basil Geese are the things I wanted to kill.
What about the Seething Basil Geese?
Since I didn't know Seethy was in the, I don't know if Seethy's in the game yet. He's not on the list. If he is in the game, then he's on the list.
He is.
He exists.
Then yes, then he's on the list.
He's a CR21.
He's a pain in the ass. The seething is definitely a much tougher one. A much tougher one.
What, no Astalos or Rathalos for King of the Skies and the Challenger?
Rathalos, we fought already, and we destroyed him, and it was not worth it.
Well, you gotta go. You still got the gold, so.
Yeah. As for Astalos, I don't think I've ever came across one in my character's
Seething's a
thing.
CL21.
Easy.
It'd be scary. And
So if I ever
300
if I ever come across an Astalos, maybe I'll be more inclined to have it on the list. But so far, Flights has never encountered one or heard of one.
I believe we are going left.
You guys are going left and up the volcano's path.
Yes.
All right. So, as you make your way up, traveling this just circle, almost like staircase, to the peak of the volcano, you come to a space about midway or so that has a kind of an open area. Lava's falling on your right, a volcano wall on your left. And as you're kind of looking around, seeing what's around, seeing if there's ore and whatnot, you begin to hear a noise. What do you guys do?
Like a
Uh,
noise
I
or
hear
like
nothing.
a fire noise?
Like a hissing noise almost.
A slow head turn to make sure what I'm looking at.
I perceive where it is.
Unless Mage tells me that he hears something, I'm not gonna be stopping for noise.
I try to figure out where it is with
Sure.
perception.
So as you try to pinpoint, in this case 30. So as you're trying to perceive where it is, you realize that it is right below you and the left as well.
Right, it's like a crevice or something.
Yeah, and as you kind of look, you see what looks to be like almost like heat waves coming out from the rocks, which, as you kind of look more to the left along the volcanic wall, you see just more and more heat waves. What do you guys do?
Can we squeeze in there?
The crack is minuscule. It's like an inch or so wide, and you just see kind of just like heat waves kind of coming in that direction with a.
I'm gonna make
Noise.
sure it's not a lava flow about to burst.
Okay, so are you going to like take a look at it?
I'm gonna investigate from like here using
I will.
my geology tools,
I will go look into it.
geography tools.
Or there's actually still done it.
I'll do the bathroom stall thing where I look into it.
A
the
mini
crack.
go. So-
Underneath me.
So it would be here. Is where it would, like somewhere over here.
I'll walk over there and peek into it, bathroom
Okay.
stall style.
And then so in flight you're like right here trying to investigate it from this distance?
Yeah, I'm using the cartographer's tools, which will
Right.
give me advantage on nature checks for this.
Mage, Gerathor, Mini Orc, what are you guys doing?
Mini works on my shoulder as always.
I don't know what's going on.
There's,
I'm watching.
right, you can't hear it, Gerathor. You're just
Yeah,
kind of,
that's
just
what I'm
looking at
saying.
the group, like,
Yeah, I just told Gerathor that they just heard something like a whisper.
Oh come on, really?
I'm just
Alright,
watching.
all
I'll
right.
just wait and drink a potion and see what the hell's going on.
So as you're trying to investigate it from far off as you can here, Flight, Shaseth kind of walks up to it. Got this, you kind of like tap on it, and that moment, the gas from this area erupts and expands out and explodes, and magma shoots out in a 20-foot long base that is 5 foot with a 5 foot radius, so 15 foot radius. So that would hit Shaseth, Mage, and Gerathor. You guys,
Close.
I say, Flight, if you were staying where you were, you would have been hit too, and I'm very disappointed in you.
Haha.
So I need each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Shaseth, you're immune, you don't have to.
Refreshing.
It's like you get a
How long was
shower.
the travel along the path?
It travels 20 feet.
No. Our travel to get to you. while?
No, like 15 minutes? No, probably even that. Probably like 10 minutes.
I think that's still longer than. I don't have advantage for this deck save anymore.
Yeah, haste would have wore off.
Actually, because I can't. I don't think
I need to mark off haste off
Is
my
it?
list too.
fucking Mage can't benefit from my ancient circle, can he?
No, I get no resistance.
Yes, he gains no benefit, right?
Yeah, so I won't bother with that.
Okay. So, dex save from him, you succeed. Dex save from Gerathor is success. Shaseth doesn't matter.
Can I pull the Fatalis lance block thing?
So, in this case, Mage, you take 10 points of fire damage. Gerathor, you take 5. That's all that happened. Explodes outwards, and magma slowly kind of pools along the ground and falls off the side of it.
Was there any ore exposed by it?
I look at Shaseth and cross my arms.
As I
Shrug.
say
Yeah, I was
thanks sarcastically as I try to clean my suit.
There's a slight little trickle of like lava, like a line of it that's traveling that way, but there's all that buildup is just been dispersed.
Is there any ores exposed by it?
Sure, if this is where you want your ores to be, that's where they're at.
I wave Gerathor to them.
Gerathor, Shaseth is waving at you, and he's pointing to the wall.
I'm mining a pickaxe.
I waddle over and just backhand with the pickaxe, flashy style.
Anyone success, go and roll that d6. I'm trying to roll a dice.
More of them.
More life crystals.
Nice.
Sweet. Oh.
Got 4 of them now.
How many of these have you guys gathered?
4 life crystals,
Six,
4
not
hard
enough.
armor spheres, 1 dragonite.
6. I mean, I had the list of it. I'm trying to determine if you guys can actually gather any more in this time.
Ah, okay.
Not enough. We need more. Way more.
Isn't 7 the limit?
I
I
believe
think we should
so.
still have
but
like
I'm
3
gonna look.
left.
That puts us at 8 if it did.
It says 6 in Volcano.
So that would tap you guys out. So that's all 6. You've gathered resources 6 times. So no more gathering of resources here. You must preserve nature.
Right.
I am preserving nature by giving it to myself.
We say that as we opened up a bunch of hot chip bags and left them on the ground.
Excuse you. I recycle
Oh,
my
no.
plastics.
My dog is here.
Poor,
Throwing the plastic bags in the lava is not considered recycling.
some poor
How do
random
you do?
pirate gonna come along, eat those chips, and have a bad time.
Crit on this one. Since there's only one way to go from what I can see.
There is only one way to go.
I think Teostra can handle spicy foods. I would love
Oh.
it if it couldn't.
Well, I got one more. I got one more
You
donut
know what
here
it
to
definitely
try.
couldn't handle? A frozen herb in a jar.
I hope so.
You know what? I have the herbs. I have the donut. So I want to risk that.
All we have to do is let it touch it. If it can just touch the herb, it will be cursed by it.
Don't you have some? Don't you like some powder version of it? We can put it on as the sprinkles.
Because there's no save against today. It's just straight up touch it, you fucked.
So I have, other than a handful I have in the jars, if we can just toss a jar at it and cause it to break.
You did
Well,
give
breaking
me
the
2
jar's
of them
not
in
a
a jar.
problem.
You want to be an ice basil geese?
You suddenly make my smile come back because of that saying right there. Yes, I will bomb the dragon with some flowers.
Okay, so as you begin, as you're discussing this and you're walking towards the other space, as you look, there is no additional pathward up. The direction you see leads into a dark cave that seems to descend downwards in a very smooth obsidian-like fashion. Goes about 15 feet down and then curves to the right. You cannot tell where it goes. But as you listen, Shaseth, and you hear the sounds, sounds like explosion. Echoing up the cave. Just barely audible.
I think this is where we need to go.
Does someone say something?
I go look at him and I mime explosions with my hands.
Someone
As I
look at me?
telepathically tell him that
Sorry.
he hears explosions. Or we hear explosions down there. It looks like a obsidian slide, but it's pretty dark to see. But you can hear
lava
some
tube.
booming going off.
Let's go.
Oh, he's up for it.
If I need to stop suddenly, I can.
Oh, Gerathor goes first, I guess.
I will say, because I can.
Mhm.
How many spell slots do I have? I'm going to, because I don't know what's going to be down there. Constitution. What's dexterity? Maybe.
For what specifically?
I want to cast enhance ability on our two
Mm.
blades, right? Because I can twin it, and it lasts for an hour as long as I don't break concentration. But at least in the travel time, it won't instantly pop because it's not a minute.
Right.
Actually, before I go down, I want to apply an oil of sharpness.
I will also do that.
Okay.
Ooh, you know what would be cool? I think I have. Oh, you can only apply one oil at a time, right?
I think so.
Can I find
I'm
some way
just trying
to
remember
avoid that and
correctly
do
what
it anyways?
does. I think it's like
So I can give you a flight some slagtoth oil, which you can coat. I think it's like 10 pieces of ammunition, and now they each do an additional D4 cold damage.
Yeah, sure, I'll
do
take
you
that.
have the oil somewhere in your handouts?
Oil sharpness is an actual 5e item.
Oh, it is?
So you have that flight. I only have one slagtoth oil left.
Takes 1 minute to
You wanna-
apply. For 1 hour, the coated item is magical and has a +3 bonus to attack and damage.
Awesome.
I guess take y'all's pick, right? Let me post it so you guys can read it. What would you guys want? As Mage would ask you for this spell, as he's prepping to twin it like for y'all.
What ability do you guys want? For two of you? Yes. It'd be Shaseth and Gerathor then, or for who?
Well, it's touch, and I'm assuming, my left hand, right hand, so it's limited to 2 people by default.
How long does stone skin last for?
Minute?
Good point.
I guess I would take the bear's endurance.
An hour.
Stone skin's an hour.
Do you have the diamond dust on you?
No.
So that's kind of a
Yeah.
problem.
That's why I had already used Cure Wounds at a 4th level because I didn't have it.
Gotcha. So we can't stone skin.
Mm-mm.
So we're getting an enhance ability?
I think that's the only actual spell I have for someone. Otherwise, if enlarge and reduce, I can do that to y'all. But that only lasts a minute.
Just while we're trying to figure out all this stuff, I'm just going to quickly unmute mid and legendary just to sort it out.
That's fine. I don't mind. I would say just remute when it's combat.
Enlarge, reduce could be more useful, I think, for me.
You add a D4 to your damage and you get advantage on strength checks.
I mean, we're not intending to talk with a Tailstra much.
Well, the only problem is that spell lasts a minute.
Yeah.
I think that the extra temp hit points is pretty nice. And then advantage on con checks.
Can you twin haste?
I do not know haste yet. I've been waiting to get that in a scroll so I can use haste. So I can
I thought
learn haste.
I thought I gave you a scroll of haste forever ago.
So during all this conversation stuff like that, you do still hear the explosions have been going on the entire time.
Are they sounding like battle explosions or just like
Yes.
random rhythmic ones?
Give me a insight check.
Okay. Game, what are you doing?
Fork butt
Okay,
on
nice.
screen.
All of us,
Insight.
it's him.
13. You're not really sure. It could be either.
All right. Well,
I don't want it to get away, so we should probably hurry. I'd say
Yeah.
save the spell slots for magic missile. We're already spending a minute doing oil sharpness.
and I'm putting the oil on my stuff. Cycloth oil.
Guess we'll just go down there.
Okay. All right, and then after 1 minute goes by, the explosions are still kind of being heard. They're not any closer, any distant. It's just echoing up this obsidian lava tube. As you all run forward and just jump off and start sliding down, what's the plan here?
I'm gonna do that, and as I do that, I'm just gonna take a potion of healing. It's my last normal one.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Average.
Gerathor drinks his potion as he jumps down, starts sliding down into the darkness.
I'm
Shaseth,
gonna
light.
Jump down.
Yeah, if the two melees go down, I'll go down.
All right, and Mini Orc
Oh, Mini Orc.
sliding down too, and then Mage.
He is on my shoulder.
So as I'm guessing everybody's just going at this, so as you begin your descent downwards to wherever you're going, you don't actually know. You're going through a twisting curve on this slide, this lava tube, as it traverses down. You're picking up more and more speed as it's got a pretty steep angle at certain points, and other points it kind of smooths out a little bit, but that speed is not decreasing. You travel for a couple minutes, like you're just going. And as you come towards the exit of this area, you see a bright light. And as you exit out of the tube, Gerathor, below you is lava. And about 15, 20 feet ahead of you is flat ground, like obsidian volcanic rock ground. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see how you land.
Can I attempt to react at the end of it and use a leap?
In this case, you guys kind of have like an action or something like that to do. Like your actions are ready to do something.
Okay, I would like to vault to gain like extra
Distance?
momentum and distance. Yeah.
Sure. So you can do that. So yeah. As you land onto the surface. Shaseth behind, out of the tunnel. For the next 20 feet, you just see lava.
I'll try to make that dexterity save.
Okay. I was also wondering if you were just going to do a cannonball.
That's what I
No,
thought too.
if I belly flop or not. No, I think I skip.
All right. So yeah.
Report.
As you do, yeah, you land on with a nice tumble onto the ground, avoiding the lava with a 21. Simple enough. Flight out of the tunnel with Mini Orc on your shoulder.
So I don't notice the lava. I just fall out of the tunnel. So it's like as I'm in air, I just open my wings and start flying.
Yep. Yeah. Right, you fly and you gracefully land, and then Mage. Whew.
I'll choose to stay in the air.
What do you do, Mage?
As I come out of the chute and I see the lava, I just like linearly just keep on going forward without dropping. until I
The
approach
boots are flying.
Yeah.
All right, and then as you all
Always
land,
train.
you hear more. The explosions that you were hearing are louder as you look around, ready to fight this Tiestra. It's not here. The explosions seem to be coming more to the south, the next area. You hear roars for a brief second, then silence.
No time to waste. We must go.
Yeah.
Dash.
I
South.
don't hear this, but it was already what I was thinking.
What's that?
Oh, I don't hear what he said.
Oh.
Well, I hear what he said, but I don't hear what he
I
said.
got what you're saying. As you all go running down, Gerathor falling because he can't hear the explosions. And as you enter into the next area, we're not going to bother making a roll. We're in cutscene time. And as you do, you enter through the area. No scouting, nothing like that. You see a couple things.
I'm assuming I'm like 10 feet off the ground still as I'm flying.
We took
That's
a
fine.
long way to get here.
All right, we could have stopped by that tree.
Ah, it's getting like buggy and slow or something. What the fuck is going on?
Roll
It's-
20 strikes again.
It's 10 o'clock here, so their server should be getting about noon.
Right?
It bugged out for me earlier. The music stopped a long time ago.
Okay. Are we unbugged? All right. So you see a Tiestra body laying life on the floor. Next to it, you see two humanoids in full metal armor. One of them, you see hands, like just partially, like his whole hand inside the Tiestra, as you watch as the armor itself begins to mend and repair itself, as they're both just staring and looking at for all of you.
Are those what I think they are?
And you hear a pop from behind the Tiestra as they both stare at
From what I read about what I think these things are, I like to try issuing commands.
So, as you kind of, how do you issue this command? What do you say? What do you do?
From like just to try to remember what I saw from the pad that was scrolling by
Mhm.
before I took the book over a bunch of other information. I attempt to figure out their main objective here
Mm-hmm.
and location they came from.
All right. So as you say all that, all you see is them look at you, raise their hand back behind raise their hand up behind, and you watch as a greatsword materializes, as it reaches, grabs, and pulls it forward, facing you all. And we will see how this fight goes next time.
I think
I'm
those are
gonna
good
enjoy taking you guys apart.
All right. So that is the end of
Time
the
for
session.
kills.
Time for experience and other stuff.
And carbs.
Cards.
So we only need a 3,000 experience level up, and I'm fairly certain the CR18 monster is pretty heavy.
There's
we need-
no way you guys didn't level up. That's all you.
We're
We
one
need
short.
7. We need 7, don't we?
I don't know. I don't math.
7?
I think it was
I've
9,500.
I've got
think
a
we're at
93.
93.
93 out of 100.
93049.
Yep.
I don't think we quite get there. We're very close.
What is wait, experience?
17.
To get to level 12, you need it is 100,000 experience.
Yeah.
So yeah,
7,000
3,000 experience.
Holy fuck! All right. So,
Did you do your math wrong?
no, that's just a lot of. That's a lot of fucking experience. You each get 7,200 experience.
We level
That's
enough.
enough.
Told you.
7,200. You said.
Yep, because that's from the Shogun
One-
plus
yeah.
the Centaurs plus the Basil.
7,000 what?
200.
We're at
7,200.
249.
100,000.
Was that
Oops.
28? All the math. You had an extra 49. Cheater.
Plus 49?
No.
Tell me, no, you added an extra 49, so minus 49
Oh, I
off of
see.
that.
I see, so it's just a 49.
See, Basil Gates was a good fight.
There we go.
249.
249. So
We need a 20,000 experience level up again.
Da-da-da-da.
let's go ahead and do some rolls
Get new spells.
and things and stuff. Well, you
We
guys
get
can
a
do that
minus
after.
5.
Let's do our material rolls. God, 20 is really bad. Ugh. All right, so we need
You want to put down your notes for next week that we still have advantage on carbs?
no.
No.
All right,
I'll make sure to remind you repeatedly.
that's fair. So, I would put it in your guys' chat. So, let's go and roll for the Shogun first, or you guys want to roll for the Centaurs first?
Let's do Centaurs first. Let's go up escalation.
Everybody roll a d20.
12.
I'm gonna roll a d20 also. You guys get one of my
18.
rolls.
Womp.
No!
4. I beat Shaseth, so it's okay. So we get two small centaur shells from me and Shaseth. The 12 gets you a small monster bone, super important and sexy, I know. And then the 17 and 18 get you sharp claw. Use those with those life crystals.
Yeah.
Let's put those in.
We can try to make a field horn. It'd be pretty useful.
So yeah, 2 sharp claws, 1 small monster bone, 2 small centaur shell. All right, so now we're rolling for the Shogun, which is a crit and 2 successes.
I'll roll the crit.
19 is, since it was a kill, it is the claw.
So close.
Greatsword only. Your Waltoon, your guard AC bonus now lasts until the start of your next turn.
Dude.
We could have had that 20.
The Seregios wound
is the
still
20.
the best wound.
Oh, that is?
Yeah, that is the 20. Because you guys killed it, so it's a 19 to 20 is what you get.
Oh.
If you would have captured it, it would have been something different. So,
That
we need I need 2 more D20 rolls.
Give me. Okay, I'll roll mine right now. 12.
Well,
I'm also putting everything in right now. Sorry.
a monster tough
think it-
bone.
Nice.
That's another
Nice.
one.
And then we need 1 more roll.
I'll roll the last one then, since I already got luck to spare.
Go.
2.
Crab pearl.
Money.
Yeah.
can I crush that and use it as diamond dust?
It's not a diamond. It would count as a pearl. So I think it needs a pearl would work. All right. That is it for that creature. Now we have the basil.
I'll roll one.
Find them
I'll
here.
roll a second.
Yep, got them.
20. Roll a 20.
Nah, no 20.
1 more roll.
I'll do it since I.
Wait
with
on.
my
Or does Heavy want to do? Because Heavy's only rolled the 1.
Oh, yes,
die.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You roll
If-
low.
if you roll a
I said,
20
do you want to or not? That's what I said. All right. So that's a carapace.
It was better than what I rolled, anyways.
I mean, everything from Basil Geese is useful, but
So we got a carapace, a fuse, and a talon.
Hey, 3 different things.
Carapace.
Fuse.
The greatsword only one. Ha! It's the better version of the Centaur one. It literally is the better version. You can get the same bonus and you can't be knocked prone while you are
Or-
The
using.
gem
it's-
was make your strength 25.
Oh,
Yeah, I would have loved to. fucking
I
see
would have
that.
hated that.
Well, next time we find a basil geese,
All
let's
right.
just
Never
destroy it.
ever showing up again. Ever.
See, this is a win-win.
No, it'll be Devil Joe's from now on.
I'm okay with that too. That's another thing on my personal list as a player.
Hi, puppy. So, you guys can decide on who gets what on your own and all that jazz. Stream has seen them for long enough. I know, puppy. I have to grab him. Here. He wants to play
Conjure
fight me.
Elemental.
Not play fight. All right, so that is everything, I guess, in this case then. So, for those watching, I want to thank you all for watching. I will be back in 2 hours for Group B's run. Why is my camera off? What the fuck is going on?
Power.
Was this the spoiler thing that you were talking about? When
Yes,
the
this was
Emperor
the
did this?
spoiler thing, yes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you guys to know, because they also already encountered these creatures and what. So, but either way, I'll be back in 2 hours roughly for Group B. They are currently getting ready to move. I actually don't remember what they're doing. They're trapped in the Underdark right now, right?
Yeah, that's my fault. I gave him a bunch of rewards after a punishment, and it got him put there.
No, that wasn't from. No, they got down there in the first place. And then it's kind of gone from there. What the fuck is going on? I have some weird shit happen.
Yeah, by causing all the racism. All the racism is my fault.
My fucking shit. I'm getting static on my headphones and all sorts of things. I'm going to boot my. Shit's
Alrighty.
scaring me at the moment. But either way, back in 2 hours. I will see you guys then. Have a good one.
See ya.
Gotcha.
You too.